Absolutely. I mean, yesterday we got to see some slobber knocker games. I mean, we saw like I think of 12-14, almost a comeback there last time between I believe was it Pumpkins and Air Code, or who was it? Well, listen, you guys, no, you guys put up a good fight though. There's nothing to be ashamed of there. I think it's up. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think definitely some familiar faces on both sides. We have Sharkbait over on Team Pumpkins, along with Dusty, right, from Nay and Fruit, respectively. And then over on the other side with Admirable Kittens, you have Jess and Concrete, both from MDE from last year in Underpeel Season 4.
There's a secret player, Gracie. Gracie is one of my favorite players on that team. The Sage one trick. It's
Oh,
great.
yeah, if I recall, she was a crazy super sub last year. I remember filling in for us as well on ABP. She just absolutely fried everybody.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see some of those Sage one trick walls in this match.
Absolutely. I mean, really, then who do you think is going to win this match here? Pumpkins, Admiral.
I think it's gonna be very close. I think this match is gonna come up uh, to a duel between some of the lower rated players. I feel like the upper rated players on these teams are fairly even. And so it'll really come down to which lower rated players can kind of hold their own against those like plat and above players on either team.
Absolutely. I believe Alex over on Admiral Kittens. I think he's definitely a player to look out for. I know he's been grinding a lot. I think if he can pop off and definitely put his team on his back, or at least hold his own against some of the higher rated players on Pumpkins, I think this could be a runaway match, honestly, for Admiral Kittens.
Yes, it's very possible. I know Jess at least is way underrated. She is such an amazing player. Uh, very good aim, very good game sense for her rank. I think that uh, Admiral Kittens might have the slight edge in this matchup as well.
Absolutely. And Really, then another question then, as you know, as a coach, what do you want to see like gameplay wise, right? Specifically from these lower rated players to help them like hold their own, or just as a team overall, like what do you want to see out of their teamwork?
I think as a lower rated player coming into this matchup, you can kind of get into your own head about the enemy opponents and how much better they are, and how, oh no, I can't peek anything because I'm gonna lose because I'm a lower rated player. And really, I think the lower rated players, one of the best things that you can do is just have confidence in yourself. Be able to swing those angles, be able to pull off those plays that can win rounds. And so I'd really love to avoid some of the passive play from a lot of the lower rated players.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think along with that, I think just doing stuff together, right? I think we talk about some like the macro aspects of, coordinated play, but I feel like it's so easy to get lost in the sauce with that stuff, right? I think just to being able to do things as a team, even if it's, maybe a stupid plan, right? I think that's just gonna be critical, right?
Oh yeah, playing together is more important than having a good plan. Two good plans is worse than one bad plan. If you're all on the same page, you can win rounds that seem impossible.
Absolutely. And we're just gonna be booting up here real soon. Yep. Then what do you expect really with this map pick coming out? I believe we've seen Admiral Kittens play Sunset before. We will see that come out again.
Yeah, I'm seeing the sunset hovered in the lobby. Um, so perhaps that is the map we're playing, and I'm getting confirmation that yes, that is the map we're playing. So I know that my team was up against them on Sunset, and they seemed very formidable on the attacking side, I believe, or sorry, the defensive side. They seemed very hard to beat. They had a lot of good setups, a lot of good rotations there, but their attacking side was a little bit weaker. So I'm excited to see how they've kind of changed up their attack to reinforce it into this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sunset's just a really popular map overall in the Underpeel. It seems. I I honestly don't understand it. Do you think there's a specific reason why these teams like Sunset so much?
I think Sunset has a very simple plan on attack relative to the other maps. You kind of just have kind of three things that you're doing. You're doing your mid default, you're doing your A rush, you're doing your B rush, and your B rush kind of comes out only a bit of the time. So you really only have these two mid defaults and your A rush to kind of go and perfect, which is a lot simpler for these Minipeel teams, and I think it comes back again to having multiple plans versus one plan. It's a lot easier to just have that one plan for Sunset.
Absolutely. I think just taking that A main control, right, leading that one person with the uh, A main one way, right, and then just stack everything else, right. You put a trip top mid, just don't worry about it too much.
Yeah, it's also very simple on defense for a lot of the characters. So I think that simplicity, uh, well, obviously that puts a lot more impact onto the minute details of your setups and your decision making. But the overarching goals are very similar for most teams on Sunset.
All right, I think we're heading into the match now here. All right, coming out of this agent's like, what do you expect to see here from both teams?
I'm expecting Sage on Gracie, though she's hovering your right now.
Oh god, we
Looks
have
like we're gonna get
Vise.
3 Vises against yours 4. I'm expecting Duelist from Chess, so that Jet is uh, as expected. 5 Vises is not what I'm expecting from the defender
No, not at
side.
all. I think potentially
Looks like
running the
we're going for
Clove
triple
Omen
rotation.
over on the side for Admiral Kittens. What do you think about that double controller on this map?
Uh, I think double controller can have a lot of benefits, but it's also a very slow comp, right? You're not going to have the
Hmm.
explosive utility of the breach. You're not going to have even the explosive utility of a Gecko. So you really have to be confident, cool, calm, and take things a lot slower than you would have to on some other comps. So
Yeah.
it's an interesting idea, and I assume that there's going to be a lot more fakes from the side of Admiral Kittens.
Absolutely. And I think again, I'm a little bit worried again, as I mentioned, getting lost in the sauce of overcomplicating this plan, especially for maybe a young IGL. You have two smokes, you have all this util to work with. I think I just want to see Admiral Kins just keep it simple, make sure play slow, but don't complicate it too much.
Yes, exactly. That's a lot of what you can kind of see as the pitfalls of double controller. Is it is a lot more of a complicated comp than something like Pumpkins are running. Even though Pumpkins have that Sage, have that Yoru, which are kind of off meta picks for Sunset, it's still a lot of the same stuff that you would see from the default comp on Sunset. They don't have to
hmm
change too much.
Yeah, Sage especially, I think, is a very underrated pick on this map. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah. And coming into the first round here, looks like they're going to be gearing up for a B hit.
Simple
Should
B
be
rush.
exciting to see. That's not the lineup I
Oh,
know.
we're not we're not in the one way. All right, there we go. We got it. Splatter's got it. All right, we have both Sentinels here towards B though. This could end disastrously here.
Yeah, looks like they're gearing up for just straight up B hit here. Gonna break the shock, or break the trip with their shock. Jet Dash already popped. It's not used, actually. They missed the timing on that. Didn't think they broke the Cypher trip. And they're just gonna
Already coming.
actually jump
Oh, good
over it.
damage there on the Cypher, yeah.
Cypher's just holding on to backside here. Gonna swing out. Kills Jess. Kills 2. Splatter with the 2k, and Concrete will trade back onto Gracie. Dusty is still on site here. They've held on to
Oh,
this
yeah.
backside nicely,
Yeah, look
and
at
that should help
Concrete
with the
though.
retake.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
over in the
this
market, right?
market
Gotta
area.
clear him out.
They're aware. Oh, but not aware that the Omen was on site. And it's Chaos. Concrete with the flank.
Oh!
Does get the kill, and Sharpie
Oh, what
unaware.
a
Concrete
round!
gets 3 on the round.
What a round from Concrete there. That's absolutely huge. Just barely. I think Team Admirable Kittens, he just barely missed his timing there over on clearing out Concrete and Market. Just allowed him to get the wrap round. And also, just well done from Splatter. Got the 2, just got out CT, but just wasn't enough there.
Yeah, we saw Sharpig trying to clear out that market area. Thought it was clear, but did not expect the wrap. And just led to their destruction on that retake.
Oh man, looks like they're going for a B rush. They're running into the sack here. It's a little bit concerning.
Yeah, this is going to be a big brawl. If you break the Cypher Cam, that's a lot. And Concrete just kills 1. TP, everyone's blind. They're getting out of here. And it's just a gun down for the side of Admiral Kittens. Are caught out by Dusty. Is good
Oh
to get
man,
1.
just a
But
massacre.
very good conversion.
Yeah, unfortunately, all they really had were Nerf guns and Super Soakers. Couldn't do much against the might of the Bulldogs, Stingers, and all that Admiral Kittens had.
Yeah, and Admiral
Looked like it could
Kittens
end
was...
disastrously though.
It could have, yeah, running into the 5. Admiral Kittens did really well to just back up and take the fight on their terms. Looks like we're going into a bit more of a mid-default here. And just working up mid slowly. Looks like Gracie's gonna close the door. Very slow default here, as you would expect of a double controller. Breaking the Cypher can be. Interestingly, there is no unbreakable trip on B. Drawn out mid. See the Omens out there. Slowly working up the map. There are 3 players in B main. Looks like this is gonna gear up to be a B split here. We're just
Yeah, again
walking
we
up
have
slowly.
both
Cypher and
Sentinels
the
here on
Omen
B
taking
again.
mid.
Shark Bay has all that space towards A. Doesn't need to worry about a thing.
Breaking the door now. It's all into Gracie. Can she hold? Does get Haciendo. Gets both. Gracie going huge to get 2. That's the big part of the split. Now it's all on to the main players. Are able to trade it
Oh,
out,
big.
but now it's all on to Pika in a 1v4. Can he do
Yeah,
it?
this doesn't look winnable for Pika here. Yeah.
Oh, Gracie doing
Yeah.
excellent there to
Yeah.
be able to kill the splitters from market and let her team just stay focused on the main players there.
Yeah, very clean round there from sorry, from Pumpkins. I think, or yeah, for Pumpkins. I think Sharkbait just got all that space towards A, and then they were just able to stack up B and mid. It just became a bloodbath there again. Poor guns. Seems like Gracie was in a bit of trouble there in the close range market, but I mean, she pulled through.
Yeah, she did excellent to get those kills, as I said previously. Looks like we're gearing up for an A hit here with one lurker towards B, the Clove. Cam will be broken. Looks like they're going for a slight trap play here with the Omen Flash. But it's just so slow from the side of Admiral Kittens.
Yeah,
They're just going for a lot of contact plays here, and you never know where they're gonna hit.
we don't have much map control right now either. I think we need to take some space here.
We did hear 3 there, so they know that at least 3 are towards A. It looks like that's gonna cause them to rotate out. At least the Jet going over towards the B site. Concrete does get taken out on the other side of the map on B. Lurk not able to get any value. And we're gonna drone to re-clear A here. We'll catch out at the Yoru. But if the Yoru's not tagged, we'll back off though. One way comes. Omen flashes main. Smokes are coming out. Looks like we're gearing up for an A here. Omen has bomb in the smoke here.
Oh
Will
my
be taken
goodness.
out.
Yeah, I think
Flawless round.
just a bit too slow there from Admiral Kittens there. I think we just didn't take any map control at all. There are only 2 people towards A. I think we just fight for that space here. Drop a dart, blind, whatever. And then our lurks just got picked off there, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately both of the lurkers got picked off and we just left in the 3v5 as we hit the site, so not much they could do at that point, but yeah, if they had hit a bit earlier, maybe they could have made something of the round. Looks like we are gearing up for another B hit here. Going pretty quick. Dioro crosses. Will he get caught out here? Just opting to TP out. Sees all 5 in B main, and the rotate should come over here. Omen flashes out. These smokes are a little wild. I don't think I've seen these before. But they work out.
Well,
Jess and Concrete getting 2 picks. And Plant will come down here. It's a 5v3 for the retake. Gracie doing good
I
to
mean,
get 1.
how has this happened? I mean,
Concrete pushing it. Concrete gets 3.
jeez. I mean, this is what
Rookie
we're
coming
talking
up.
about. Yeah. I mean, Concrete just showing up again. I mean, Admiral Kittens, they came in again. They were broke, I think. Only had stingers. They saw all 5 B main, and it's just somehow, some way, they managed to pull it through.
Yeah, what a round. I mean, those weird smokes onto the B site just completely confused the defense side and allowed Admiral Kittens to come in and take names. They just ran out onto the site and got 2 kills really early on, and then were able to convert the 5v3 post. What an excellent round.
It's gonna
Looks
be
like we're
main
going
again.
for another B hit. They're sensing that the B is the weak site, despite there being 2 sentinels there. And then keep trying to break shocks. No trips broken with both shocks. Splatter capitalizes, kills Jess. And Gracie through the smoke. 4v3 here, spikes down on site.
Yeah.
Concrete though, taking some space into the market, will be able to keep that space. But the flank coming in from the Yoru
Yeah. Oh,
in
look at
the
Concrete
ult.
coming up market.
Kills
In the
Rel.
smoke, just waiting.
2 flankers. Oh, Concrete with the other lurk. Concrete just keeps wrapping, keeps getting value onto the Boba players. It's all onto the main players here. Sharkbait getting caught out, trying to ult. It's all onto the 1v1 with Sharkbait here. Can Concrete do it?
Concrete does have the ultimate here as well.
Concrete spotted out. Sharkbait will tap. Oh, but the crosshair placement just not there.
What a round from Concrete. Again, just so much confidence just swing through the smoke there.
Yeah. Concrete is just the ruler of market at this point. Going into market, taking names, killing everyone, going up to Bova, flanking, killing everyone again, and that just keeps happening. I really want the side. Oh, looks like I disconnected here.
Oh, oh
Oh,
good. Like you were saying in
I'm
the
back
beginning,
in.
though, I mean, it's all about that confidence. I mean, that's the type of play you make when you're 11-2, like Concrete is right now.
Yeah, looks like
We're gonna have
mid
a fast
play.
push down towards bot mid here. Shark be able to get one, but
Chess
immediately get traded out. Splatter
4v2
managed to get a city
here.
window.
Just going close. Dashes out. Concrete resing. Will they be able to find a kill? Running through B main. Market players just backing off. Concrete will find a kill. It's all into the Sova. And then just this space from Splatter. Not expected.
Oh my
Oh, but the whip
god!
comes in. Concrete able to convert. And the A
Oh,
site's free. They're gonna get bombed down. The Omen up in tiles though. Maybe able to catch Concrete out. Yep. We'll do just that. But the plant coming down. It's a 2v2. And this was a thrifty round.
yeah,
It's
it's
very
slowing down
winnable.
2v2. We do have the Silver Vault for the post plant, though.
Both Sova online. Site will be cleared out by the drone.
Recon and
And
both shocks
opting to
also
play
available.
really passive in main here. They thought a flank was coming in. Sovault's gonna come out. See no one's on bomb. Oh, Jess catches out Chessbone. All into the 1v1. Jess going onto site. Playing that safe angle. Very hard to clear out, and the time is so low. And there's just no time, even though the kill comes in for Dusty. It is a round win for the side of Admiral Kittens here. We're gonna head into a clear comms round for this next round.
I believe you lived there.
Fuck, I don't have Kuronami anymore.
Well, I got it if you want it.
Oh, yes, give it to me. Thank you, I'll buy you. Thank you. Okay,
You got it.
yeah, same thing, fuck it. It's working.
Yep.
Contact it again.
Yep.
You mean B?
Yep.
Right, yep.
No dart.
Across.
No cross. Okay.
They keep shotgun from my flank ship. I've been pulling it
Damn.
back.
Oh, I'm down. Oh, what? Break this. I'm getting out. We have sight. Watch my market. I'm gonna plant on the stairs. Oh, out. Yoru.
Shark bait's one. Nice.
I bust
Empty.
crazy.
What?
I was literally spraying in that direction. I don't know what happened.
Take's good. What do you think about that round, Sen?
Yeah, I mean, I think the smoke on stairs and on the B side kind of screwed Admiral Kittens over a little bit. They couldn't really push and take back site control. You saw, I think, Splatter just had control of that area the whole time and allowed his team to flood in, and they really just couldn't get the bomb down at all.
Yeah, just the entry came in, but couldn't convert that into a full site takedown. The flood was just too quick and too good from the side of Admiral Kittens. Or
Yeah,
sorry,
absolutely.
Pumpkins. Going
Oh, yes,
into
you're
a
right.
walk
Yes,
down mid. The Yoru taking tiles. And just the slow play in A main, are they expecting this? No one's looking. Able to get two, Sharkbait, ulting. Spotting out, no one. Dusty does not expect Jess to be there. Gets taken out. This is still a winnable round. Sharkbait is spotting them. Knows that they're rotating over to the A site. Not able to take them out. And Chessbone gets taken out as well. This is suddenly turned into a 3v2 for the side of Admiral Kittens. Despite the
Con-
two first bloods. They just get taken out.
Concrete
Very
again.
slow on the clearing B though. They're expecting both of the sentinels, being B players, at least one of them to stay there, but the site's open. They're not aware. Full droning in. But the site is clear, and the plant will come down for free. Rotate's starting to come over.
Our res is online, but I don't think we're going to be able to get any of these bodies here.
Concrete's going into market again. Very standard play. Can
Yep,
they do it again?
I mean, this is just his domain here. I don't think anybody wants to challenge him. Or her, sorry.
Yeah, the wrap just comes in and no one's looking. Concrete's gonna be able to kill people again.
Oh my
Ball comes
goodness.
into main though, and they're sticking.
Oh!
Well, Concrete is taken out,
Oh my
but
goodness.
it doesn't matter. The flank just creates too much chaos, and the round gets converted anyways.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, it was a beautiful start for the round from Pumpkins. You know, get those Shark Bait, got those 2 opening frags over on the A main. You know, they realized nobody was really lurking towards market, or sorry, mid. Just got all the free kills. But I mean, Concrete again, he just pulls it through. I think maybe we over aggressed a little bit after we got those picks, but yeah, I mean, Concrete's just been on fire. There's nothing much to say.
Concrete has been taking names, and we are going to go into a little bit of a tech pause here. Dusty has disconnected. I think they're trying to restart their game, so please be patient while we wait for that. And yeah, Concrete, the market lurks on B. It's just anytime they get into a post plan, I feel like Concrete is always market, always flanking, always getting value. And there hasn't really been an answer from the side of Pumpkins to that market lurk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Concrete just keeps killing people.
Yeah, we need to clear out this market area 100%. I mean, during this time, you talk about some things. Uh, I think Pumpkins, I believe, just needs to plot an op here. These guys, Admiral Kittens, they're just contacting everywhere. I think only util that they've been using to take B main is just a cipher cam. You have somebody break that and just post up with the op, right? Really, they're just taking the space for free, honestly. Even though we are contesting it, op will just get a free kill.
Yeah, there are no flashes on the side of Admirable Kittens, so the operator will get massive value, especially if there's someone with it to break Sova Drone, Sova Dart, Cypher Cam. Really only the Omen flash can catch out the operator, and that's not enough. An operator would get massive value here. I completely agree.
Yeah, unfortunately, we want to save round here. I think really. Oh, all right. All right. Looks like we'll be going back to the desk. We have some extended technical issues. We'll be with you again shortly in the match soon enough.
Okay. Looks like, yeah, just some massive technical issues. But yeah, I mean, this double controller comp has been working out for them. They're just playing slow, playing carefully, which did get punished in the last round by Sharkbait, but it just wasn't enough. Their slow play managed to catch out the over aggression, and they're just able to convert that round, even though it was a 3v5 at one point. Sharkbait getting 2 free.
Yeah, I mean, I think really we got those 2 kills. I think we just need to chill out. Just play back. We play retake. I think, you know, if we really wanted to, we could have somebody play backside. You play off the Sage res, maybe take a quick fight towards CT. Then if that person dies, we just res them. But I mean, I'm just so amazed by Concrete's performance this match. I mean, it's just been unreal.
I just want to point something out. Concrete has 15 kills right now. The rest of her team has 17 combined. Concrete is just carrying on her back the entire team. And by the way, 10 of those 17 is Jess. The top 2 have 25 kills. The bottom 3 have 7. It's just the Jess and Concrete worlds. They're
Yeah, I
they're
mean,
just destroying the rest of the competition.
it's just that duo from MDE last season. I mean, I don't know, maybe they have some team chemistry that they carried along over to this Minipeel, but they've just been showing out here.
It's like we
Right.
might have to restart the lobby. Is that what I'm seeing in the chat here?
Yeah.
Alright, we're just
Oh,
figuring it out.
All right, we're in a bit of a weird economic situation on the side of pumpkins here. We have 3 people here who could buy, but we also have 2 people here on the save potentially. So, really, what do you think the strat is here? I think for pumpkins, what do they need to do here to win this match? Maybe make it a 6-6 half.
I feel like you have to force this round, despite the economic disadvantage. I would put one of the rifles onto Sharkbait as that aggressive playmaker on the Yoru. You would need the rifle on to that character, and maybe Chesbone doesn't really need a rifle as more of the supportive role on the Sova. Looks like we are disconnecting here.
Yeah, we'll be starting the lobby.
We're restarting the lobby, so we should be able to get back in relatively soon. But I feel like a force is good here with 3 rifles and 2 stingers maybe. Just able to kind of juggle those rifles around and turn that into a round 1.
Yeah, I think I'd like them on their ecos. I'd like them to maybe like just play quiet, not reveal the stack too early, right? I mean, we saw I think on their pistol round they just kind of ran towards Admiral Kittens and Beamy, and I think if they would have just stayed quiet, just stacked the site silently, I think they might have gotten away with potentially just letting them hit into them instead of running into them instead, right? I do like the aggression coming out from pumpkins, but against this this slow playing team with double controller, I think we just need to maybe calm down a little bit. We'll just stack a site, be quiet. Something like that, honestly.
Yeah, stacking a quiet site, especially when the only info that they have is that Sova, will be good a lot of the time. We saw in their B rushes, they weren't really using that drone. They were only really darting for the B site. So if we can kind of avoid that dart, the stack might go really big for the side of pumpkins here. And we are hopping
Absolutely.
back in, so we'll be getting back into the game soon. We just have to reset up the games, but we are popping into the lobby.
Yeah, I think I find it interesting that Admiral Kittens have been finding so much success on the B side. I mean, I think we already have Splatter and Gracie playing towards. They're both Sentinels. Do you think they need to change up how they're holding B side maybe to help them get more success?
Yeah, I feel like we haven't been seeing a lot of slows from Gracie to stop the side of Admiral Kittens from just kind of walking in. And I feel like despite the side of Admiral Kittens just shocking common locations for the trips, maybe the Cypher could wait for that close shock because they're using both shocks immediately. Wait for that close shock and then place the unbreakable trip, and that could get a lot of value.
Absolutely, yeah.
I feel like that slight adjustment would
Right.
reinforce B a lot more than it currently is.
Right, especially since you only have the Sova to break these the tripwires. Usually sometimes you run like the KO Sova or you run Rays with it. Of all these details to break the trip. I mean, I think replacing it definitely would be huge, right? You only have the shock darts, end up wasting both, or you just don't notice. I mean, definitely get a lot of huge value out of that unbreakable trip in B main.
Yeah. Another.
Yeah.
We have another technical issue. Gracie hasn't loaded into the match yet. But we're working on it. We will get back to the game soon.
Yeah. Also, I feel like neither teams, except for that one round where Shark Bay pushed on tops, neither teams have really looked at mid at all. I think Cypher hasn't placed any trip top mid, or we haven't really broken market door or anything like that. Do you think we could? How do you think these teams could utilize mid a little bit better?
Yeah, I think one of the big things in Sunset is that mid default where you smoke top mid, break the market door, just threaten that presence, and we haven't really seen that. The closest we got was that one round where we had a B split where Gracie killed both of the market players. But other than that, they haven't really touched mid, which is kind of disconcerting because mid is one of those two big areas of the map that most teams like to kind of try to take advantage of. The other one being that A rush. And we've just been seeing a lot of B rushes. Obviously, it has been working out because it is 6-3 for the side of Admiral Kittens, but I would like to see a bit more of those mid defaults
Yeah,
coming
absolutely.
in.
I mean, again, like you said, though, I think Admiral Kittens, right? They're just having all this success. I mean, hopefully we'll see, maybe some sort of trap play or an op, anything from Pumpkins here to really slow down Admiral Kittens, just kind of the momentum that they have right now. Maybe this tech pause will slow things down, just pump the brakes a little bit, but we'll see. They need to make some big adaptations here.
Dusty has 4 credits here. Yeah, some. Oh, it looks like everyone's reconnected in. Yeah, I don't know how much more we can say. We've kind of yapped a lot. What do you think is kind of the big idea for the Yoru on the side of Pumpkins? What kind of plays would you want them to make?
I mean, I think really the Yoru pick, I think, is kind of to make up for the fact that they're running double Sentinel, right? And then usually you have like double initiator, you have KO, Sova, whatever, Breach, Sova, whatever you want to run, right? I think just get some flashes in there. I think maybe with the Yoru roll, you combo that with the blind, something like that, or I guess maybe the flash will be really strong in B main, right? After they push up past maybe that stairs area, you could try something like that. But uh, really, I think it'd just be the trap plays. I think you'd run. I mean, maybe you have a flash set up off the trip, something like that, and really just being able to run the double sentinel, because you have that Yoru who can kind of do everything. Entry, he can flash, he can, he's very mobile, just moving around the map very fast. He can op if he really wanted to as well, I think. But really, we just haven't seen that value come out from the double sentinels just yet. I think over on the B site. Aside from that, maybe fighting early. I think we've seen Shark Bait. He gets there are instances where he just gets aggressive. He'll get spotted out by the drone in A main, right? But he just sticks around for a little bit because he has that TP to play around with. And when you have a player like Shark Bait, who's so skilled, right, especially on Yoru, right, with so much experience, I think that itself could also be a big threat as well. Just having that confidence to stick around a little bit and then just have a sort of get out of jail free card.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be coming back in relatively soon. We're just figuring out kind of the last details of what everybody had, what guns, how many credits, etc. So looks like coming
I
back in
think
pretty soon.
I believe sorry, just to also talk about the Euro again. Sorry, I think I've also seen in one of the previous matches we've seen Sharkbait just combo his ult with like Sova ult, right? You ult your ulting Yoru, right? Whatever it is, you can toss a blind out even as well, right? Just follow around one person, right? Sova ult just gets basically a free kill off of that. I think that's something we might see eventually. I think just right now,
Yeah.
Pumpkins just in a bit of a tricky situation. They haven't really been able to build up the ults at all. So I think maybe on the attack side, if they can pick up some momentum, we'll see that coming out from Pumpkins.
Yeah, the Yoru Sova ult is such a big thing because obviously you can body block people in the Yoru ult in addition to seeing them on the minimap for the Sova. And so it's almost a guaranteed kill if you do it in the right instance, which leads to a lot of good attacking rounds with that Sova Yoru ult. On defense too for retakes, those ultimate abilities paired together are big.
Yeah.
Another interesting pair with the Sova ult is the Cypher ult, actually. If you Cypher ult a body, it pings twice on the minimap, right? So
Mm-hmm.
pairing the Sova ult with that can lead to some massive value. Really, any info abilities with the Sova ults leads to a lot of value. Even I
Yeah.
saw one time I saw an Omen and a Sova ult paired. The Omen ulted in, pinged locations of players, and then the
Oh
Sova
my.
ulted them.
Oh my goodness.
So really, any info is good for Sova.
I mean, I liked what you mentioned with it's retake. I think maybe that's something that we might want to try over here on the B site. I mean, even with double Suntil, maybe you just have Cypher hold on the back side along with Sage, or hold market control, right? And then you have Shark Bait fight for this A main. They don't go A main. He just gets the orb, Euro for post or for the retake. I think that might also be maybe a strategy that Pumpkins might be able to try here.
Yeah, definitely. And then we look on the other side, and the double controller, we have seen it be kind of interesting. We've seen Concrete looking towards B a lot, even when their team is going A. And we've just seen them kind of lurking, throwing a couple smokes, trying to keep the rotators from rotating out of the B site quickly.
Yeah,
So
especially.
that is an interesting kind of style where you actually see the shorter range smokes, because Concrete can't smoke A from B, whereas the Omen can. The Omen is staying with those A pushers when they go to the A site, whereas Concrete is B. Omen, I guess, obviously has that utility, the flash, the TPs that Concrete won't. But
Yeah,
it looks
Concrete
like
doesn't.
we're coming back in here in just a second.
All right.
Just about coming in. And it looks like it's a stack towards the A site as of right now. And a group towards B, they're on the opposite side of the map. It looks like that was a false alarm. We're going back to the desk
Back to
here.
that.
Sorry everyone for the extended break. I promise we're trying to get through this as quickly and as well as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just want to make sure that everyone has the right things that they should have, because we are starting a new lobby here. I have no idea. I think we're just in the
Yeah.
final stages of setting up, however.
Yeah, like you were saying about the club, I think that's especially like the pressure that the Concrete's able to produce over on the B side. I think is especially critical since both Sentinels have played there basically the whole game, right? You hold the Sage over here, you can't slow for a team over on A. You hold the Cypher over, right? You can't pick up mid if he really wants to, right? I think that's just massive. Just having both Sentinels basically stuck on one site because of one player, right? And really, you're not losing that much out of the Clove, right? You still have the Omen, like you said, you got the Omen Flash, Omen TPs, whatever, right? It's really not losing that much value out of just having the Clove over here. And I think with the way Concrete's shooting, I think having her on the alert could also be really huge, right? Just win these 1v1s here, when top mid, B main, whatever, right?
Yeah, and it looks like we're almost ready to come back in. I'm sorry, I keep saying that, but I really believe it this time. We're getting the R's from both teams. And the timer's coming down.
Done.
Looks like we are
Here we
coming back in.
go. We're
It's an
back.
A stack
We are
on the
back.
side of Pumpkins, but Admiral Kittens looks like they're all grouped up towards B, and there's no one there, so looks like teams are kind of avoiding each other. They got a little bored of being locked up with one another, so they're going to the other side of the maps. And we are going into the 10th round here. Looks like we are going for an aggressive A push. And they're gonna figure out very quickly that they guessed wrong as the attackers go onto the B site. And they find no one there, getting the plant in already. Got 4 people flanking. And the cam will spot out at least 3 of them Two players in B main will get blind from the Omen. Nope, the Omen decides to blind to market. Trades coming in, and it's actually fairly even.
Oh.
We're going into a 2v2
Oh.
here, but Concrete and Jess will close it out. Jess getting 3 on the round. Massive round from Jess. And looks like both teams are able to buy up this round. So this round will be a full buy. Probably gonna go back into a default setup, but no, looks like 5 people are going towards the B site for the side of Thunkins. They're choosing to stack again.
I love this read. I mean, really,
like
I
a
mean,
stack.
Admiral Kittens have just been, contacting B this whole game. I love this out of them. Oh, don't make it so obvious though.
Here it
No.
goes. Catching
Oh.
out Realm, and the attackers are just running away as quick as possible, leaving Jess to deal with 3. Not able to, and it's a 5v3. This B push has worked out wonderfully, but will they expect Concrete all the way in spawn here? Looks like they're just avoiding it, going through mid instead. The Cypher is checking behind them. The A plant will come down, but Concrete on this lurk again. Will the 2 players from the side of Admiral Kittens on A be able to stall long enough for this lurk to come through? I'm not sure. There's 4 players flanking through main. And Pika gets 2. It's actually close. Asiendo gets 3. It's all into Dusty here. They know where he is. Onto the 1v1 with Concrete. Dusty, no idea where Concrete is. Now has an idea. There's Shorty coming out from Concrete in the smoke. Both players unaware of where the other is. But the bomb, it's ticking down.
Oh!
Whoa!
How has Admirable Kittens done that? Absolutely insane from Alex there, getting 2. Oh my goodness. Assiduendo and Alex just mowed them down in A main. Like, I'm speechless. That was insane.
Yeah. That's another 3v5 converted for the side of Admiral Kittens.
It was such a good read from Pumpkins. It's just these mid-round situations have just not unfolded in their favor.
And Pumpkins have been getting good reads with their aggressive plays. They've been getting kills, they've been getting space. They haven't really been losing that much, but they haven't been able to convert. And Concrete just getting 3, all of the people pushing A. Oh no, it's a massacre. Gracie is in time, but it's a 2v5. I'm not sure how much she can do. We'll just back off. Looking for Concrete. Will catch Concrete out.
That's the kind of play you make when you're top fragging like Concrete, just swinging through the smoke, reckless abandon. I mean,
yeah, the Splatter will give him a corpse, and we are looking for this retake here. It is the last round, so they have to try for this. Smoke's coming in. Asiendo caught out. It is a 2v3. Omen at the top. Will they expect him? They will. It's a 2v2. The preemptive ult. And Jess gets caught out. They can defuse right now. But Gracie forgets, and now there's no time.
oh, that was so well played from Gracie and Splatter. Just did not have enough time. They swung through the smoke together, just did everything together. That's what we were talking about, in the pre-show, right? Just doing things together. They played it perfectly. It's just unfortunately just not enough time there.
Yeah, that round got really close for it being a 2v5. But Pika with that ult, just able to secure the round. Excellent round from him. And we do have a scoreline of 9-3 here. Ooh, it might be a curse.
Could be. It could be a curse, absolutely.
Looks like we're going for similar setup. The Cypher on B, so was mid. Got the Clove towards A this round.
Yeah,
The interesting thing is the Omen is B. Omen usually plays A, but I guess since they have that double controller, they feel more comfortable with the Omen towards B. And it looks like it is going to be a B rush here. The Omen's going to be tested.
Contact taken.
Will back out. Just holding the one-way here. Story's coming in. The exec starts. There's 3 people here. Realm with a Sheriff.
Gotta take this backside control.
Gets one. Ball comes in, trades come out. Bombs down. Jess gets 2. Sharkbait trades out. Oh, Sharkbait gets 2. It's onto a 2v2 here. Both players coming into main. Sharkbait caught out by Asiendo. Concrete Slate here. It is a 1v1 for right now as Concrete rotates over. Splatter not able to find the kill. And Concrete gets the kill. That light shields saved her life there.
Yeah, Pumpkins really needed that pistol round there.
Yeah, that pistol round it would have been big. But it is big for the side of Admiral Kittens going to their 10th round. And I think we need to see the force from the side of Pumpkins here.
Yeah, I think again it's just the smoke stairs. I think we just didn't take the backside control, and then you just see Admiral Kittens just flood out, right? And Pumpkins just couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, I think that was defender-sided smoke, and what a good smoke it was. Just able to hold on to the backside. Interesting smokes. Looks like they have some kind of plan here for their eco. Decided not to force into this round. And Concrete with the spray down gets 2! No one looking elbow. Going through the one-way. And it's just a massacre because Eco and Concrete mop up the eco here and will converge.
Yeah, it looked a little rough there in the beginning. Just got caught out there a little bit. But I mean, Concrete again, just making play after play after play, sitting at 24-7. My goodness.
Yeah, and if we're on the side of Pumpkins here, we need to see basically perfection from their side. They're only allowed to drop one more round until they get to 12 at least. We need to see something huge here. Chesbone will see Realm. Realm backs up. Both going towards the backside. Looks like we're going for a B split here. There are 2 people towards mid. Fake TP out, but will be spotted out. They know it's a fake. But look at Concrete. Concrete does get taken out. There's no one A as of this moment. A is free if they just run. Just desperately rotating over, trying to catch the timing in time.
Just maybe peeked out a little bit too far. Pumpkins were on an eco there. Got a little too aggressive.
Yeah, and they hit heavy through elbow. Will start coming out. Pika desperately getting a dart out. The wall comes through, allowing them to cross the site. Asiendo gets caught out. We're in a 5v2 here, and I wanted perfection. This looks like it. As long as they don't lose that many guns in this 2v5 here with bomb down.
Yeah, that Sage Wall did great there. I think some of Pumpkins were trying to flat out a short, and then Sage Wall blocked off the guys coming out from alley, and their whole retake just kind of got disjointed from there. Managed to get the free picks.
And the Omen blind just not allowing Jess to even see their enemy. And Pika, no chance in this round. We'll just be trying to go for exits. And it looks like he will be given the opportunity. They're hunting for exit. They're hunting for Pika here. Pika opting to just die to Spike though. What an excellent round. Just a flawless round coming in from Pumpkins, and we need more of that.
Yeah, they have the opportunity here. They already have the Euro roll online. This could definitely become something that can snowball.
Looks like we're going into the clear comms round here.
Do you want to just toss a dart to make it believable?
Yeah.
Dusty, can you go away as well?
Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
No, I feel like Euro is not that good of a fake.
It happens every round. Trust me.
They always hold close, by the way. I'm gonna drone first. Yeah, they're here.
Pushing up A main. Okay.
Typed.
I'm multing for info. Hold on.
Bird scan too.
Oh
Cypher
shit,
here.
push up tiles. Push up tiles.
Push up tiles.
One close elbow.
Get away from that close.
What a
She's
shot.
chasing you.
143.
Running.
Omen.
She's got to be close to dead.
Nice.
They'll survive as long.
Oh.
Bed.
Sova on A.
Omen one shot.
One market.
NT unlucky. Sorry.
Wait, what
that was
happened?
bad.
They pushed mid.
They pushed top.
That's a tough round to lose.
Yeah, I mean, Concrete just sent it down tiles, kind of like what Sharkbait did on that one round on their attack side. I mean, just so much confidence from this player. I mean, how could you not really? I mean, you talked about it in the pre-show. I mean, just having confidence, being able to take those fights, right? And I mean, that's exactly what's going on here.
Yeah, Concrete just willing to swing into pretty much everyone through smokes, through flashes, wherever, and able to get those kills. It's just been a masterful performance. Again, just pushing up E main, no care in the world, alone, and gonna beat the dart. Cheswold has no idea that Concrete's pushed this far. Pika Pika trying to assist Concrete with the trade. And yeah, it's just a massacre here. All onto Splatter. Splatter goes down. Sharkbait alone against 4, and that's not gonna be enough.
My
Concrete,
goodness.
29 and 10, just demolishing the competition here.
Wow, just what a match. Yep.
And I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say.
Concrete just killed everyone. Has
Yeah, I think
12 kills over the next player on the scoreboard. And that's a player on their team. Double the kills of the top frag on the side of Pumpkins. It's just a masterful performance from the side of Admiral Kittens. Like, I don't know what you can do here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they just managed to force their way through and just tear apart Pumpkins here. I mean, it seems like they ran into stack sites all the time, but they just managed to pull through. It was masterful, and the aggression that they showed on defense, right? I mean, they don't even have like a flash initiator. They're running double controller, and they just pushed, and they showed so much confidence. I mean, that's exactly what we want to see here in the Minipeel.
Yeah, it was just aggression after aggression after aggression, and it worked every time for Concrete and Jess. They're just running down, pushing B solo on the last round, and just able to take that space for free. Like Concrete just given so much respect, and deservedly so. 29 and 10. What a wonderful game.
Yep. Well, that'll do it for our first match here of Minipeel today. We'll be moving on to our next match, the upper semis, I believe. Stay tuned. We'll be going to a break.
Oh, okay. And welcome back to the Underpeel. As we're having, I believe, Let's Blaze Tacos and Pumpkins in the next match.
Pumpkins is coming off a rather sad defeat against what's looking like to be the favorite of this match, which is going to be Kittens. They've been looking really strong this entire game.
Yeah, the Kittens have been doing a great job of crushing absolutely everyone.
So now the question is really going to be, is Pumpkins going to be able to come back from this game, beat Let's Blaze, and then go to the finals to get a rematch against what was a really sad defeat? What do you think is going to happen?
I honestly think Kittens is going to crush it again. They've been absolutely destroying everyone so far, so.
Okay, but so for Let's Blaze versus Pumpkins, who do you think is going to win this one?
I mean, off that horrible defeat, they might have some poor mental coming into it, so.
I totally agree.
Could swing it in.
So we do have a map, it looks like, and it looks like it's going to be Sunset yet again. Almost every map we have seen so far in this tournament has been Sunset. What do you think about your view on this map and how it's been played, and why it's being picked so much in this low elo tournament?
Yeah, it's interesting Sunset because it's very heavy defensive macro where you have to fight for both mains at the same time. But if you can get control of those mains, it's pretty much a lockdown defense. Maybe that's why teams have been picking into it a lot. It's just
and I know with Pumpkins, we saw a double Sentinel Sage Cypher with Sharkbait on the Yoru. Do you think this comp's actually going to work, or do you think it's going to fall short again?
I think it's a bit of a weird comp, but that might play into their favor. Teams might not be ready for it, and it could definitely mix up a lot of teams' response to it.
That makes a lot of sense. Honestly, I kind of agree. I honestly think that the double Sentinel is playing more towards the preferred roles of the individual players, because I know Gracie mains Sage and Sharkbait mains, the Yoru. So I feel like they're playing a little bit more into their comfort roles more than a meta. What do you think about this?
I think picking comfort roles for this type of tourney is definitely an advantage. It plays into each of the players' strengths, and overall, I think is a good pick.
As we're looking at about getting this game, what do you think Team Let's Blaze are going to be playing? We haven't really seen them a lot, I know, but what do you think they're going to be doing? Do you think they're going to run towards a meta? I know they do tend to play other things, but what are we thinking?
I think a meta comp is definitely in their favor, if anything. Playing defense first, the attackers with that double senti might struggle on attack, and if they can get a big advantage like a 13 or a 9-3 half, they can definitely close it out.
I definitely agree. We saw that that Pumpkins defense was really weak, even with this double sentinel. So, do you think that the Let's Blaze are going to be able to exploit this?
Yeah, I think if they've been watching the games, they might have an idea of how to exploit that weaker defense.
We're
now
now
that
in
double
the agent...
senti should favor them.
I totally agree. Now that we're in the double agent select, we're seeing the usual comp we expected coming out from Pumpkins with that double sentinel, and we're seeing a very interesting comp being covered by the team of Let's Blaze, looking between maybe a Vice coming out. What do you think about Vice on this map? A new agent.
I think Vice could be the mix-up that is needed. I don't think a lot of teams are going to be ready for it, and it might do a good job of separating Sharkbait from the rest of the team, especially if they're going out onto that B site with the flashes.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it looks like we've had a Sky locked in. Sky looks like a very interesting pick on this map. It kind of fits the role of both kind of initiators. You get a little bit of that information and a little bit of that flash. Do you think they're planning to use this to maybe play a double sentinel or double smokes or something like that?
Yeah, I think if they're playing the Sky, it's going to be a lot of flashes early into mains, try and push up Sage or Cypher and get an early trip or wall so they can contest that space and not have to worry about it for the entire game.
So we are getting the double sentinel. Both teams are running, both Cypher and Sage.
Yeah, it just comes down to that Sova and Sky, and then the Raze and the Yoru. Only differences coming out from these teams. We'll see how it affects their gameplay.
I'd like to mention that the defending team does not, the team of Let's Plays does not have a Cypher. And the only way to break that trips is to use the nade, which is just such a huge piece, such a huge ability, especially when stopping retake or playing spam from B.
Absolutely. The shock darts could come out and help with that, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they counter the double senti.
Yeah, I totally agree. So, seeing as Let's Plays is coming out on the defensive first, do you think they're going to be able to come out of an advantage, or do you think that Pumpkins are going to be able to keep in touch, keep in toe to toe with Let's Plays, or even kind of like shut them out of this game?
I think Let's Blaze is going to absolutely crush this defending side. Those flashes plus the Raze nade could definitely combo together really well. Though Sharkbait could easily TP past and catch Chesbegon or any of the Senti's backside not ready for that TP.
We're seeing the defensive formation come out, and it's looking like we're going to have Sage and Sky on A, maybe with the help of Omen.
Yeah, this is a pretty aggressive setup on the A side. Though they're playing pretty far back, I think they could definitely get more aggressive.
It looks like we're going to have a tech pause coming out immediately. Maybe one of the players didn't load in. We don't know exactly what the problem is.
Classic tech pause out of the Minipeel here. Should be following now. Oh, Rose. There we go.
It looks like the strategy here for the attacking team is to sit and spawn. Of course, while this is a timeout with tech, hopefully we should get this game underway. We've seen Sunset being played a lot, and I feel like this meta is kind of almost figured out with the spam from B. What is your opinions on the changes to Sunset, if you've seen them?
I think the changes might actually favor the defense side a little bit too heavily. That crossfire in the choke of B main gives a great angle to deny any pressure out of B. I still think main is a good post plant location though.
Do you think this game could change from being like a very attacker-sided map to a very defender-sided map with these changes coming out in the next patch?
I think it'll still be an attacker-sided map, but teams might start leaning towards that A site more.
And with that unbreakable trip gone, do you think we could see a change in meta, as there's no longer like a need to destroy those trips?
I mean, I think Raze would definitely be less of a pick here. Probably more teams looking towards maybe an ISO with the long lines. That vulnerable could be really powerful.
And also Neon. Neon has been played a lot more competitively, and it seemed to really like change up the meta. And I think without Cypher's unbreakable trip, Cypher being one of Neon's biggest counters, she could very much skyrocket to the top of the pick rate.
Absolutely. Like a good Neon is like completely unstoppable once they get going.
We haven't really seen a Neon in the Minipeel much lately, which I think is very interesting considering how powerful the agent is, especially in low elo.
Absolutely, but I think Neon is a very difficult agent to get into, so for some of these lower rated players it might be a bit more difficult. That Raze or Yoru even is a bit favorable in the util usage.
Looks like all the parties are ready and we might be getting into the game soon.
Yeah, and immediately looking at the mini-map, we have a very heavy B start, just Sharkbait over towards A, maybe going for a couple lurk shots before TPing over to their teammates towards B.
Looks like Cypher put his cam deep into B main, and they're kind of playing a little bit off-site, maybe a little bit towards retake on B. 3 players are pushing up mid. Top mid is smoked, and it's looking like they might be wanting to either fight for this top mid. They are. Sage gets one, but Sky gets one, but is immediately traded out. Omen with the one through the smoke.
Let's bomb down in mid. A bit of an awkward position. Sharkbait retrieves it. They're still going to keep going towards its A site, but there's a bit of a pincer now.
Large moment. Sage gets one.
And it's just the Cypher over on B site all alone now. Full control of the bomb over to the defender side.
And they have to expect this Cypher. I mean, it's the only place that's been left open. Cypher's pushing spawn. Maybe he can get this Omen. A little bit of contact. One. Some great shots coming out from Splatter, but it's not enough to secure this round. Freaky Frank with 3 to secure this first pistol round for Let's Plays.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting start for the attacker side. It looked very confident going into that B main, but the mid push just did not work out for them. It looks like the attack side is looking for this top mid push again.
Now it is an eco round, so they might be trying to just push, try and get some guns. Smoke top mid again. Market doors being closed. Now Cypher's about to go into a 2v1 situation. Backs off, but really looks like the attackers are really wanting to fight this mid. Only one person top mid right now. Freaking Frank with the 1 and gets out safely with the TP.
Pressure towards, but the attackers are moving towards the A site. Might be a 2v2 fight here. Are they expecting Dusty? Yes, they are.
Ches with 1, but the guns are still not looking good. Ches peeks into 3 and is taken down. Honestly, a good eco for the defenders. Only losing 1 gun. I believe that was a ghost. Sage is able to buy up into this next round.
Yeah, only losing 1 there, and it's just a stinger, so not too much damage dealt by the attacker side. We'll see what they can do with full guns, though.
The buy is looking very shaky for the defenders in Let's Blaze. Even though they did win that round, they're only on Stingers, Spectres, and 1 Marshal. No Guardians, Vandals, or heavier weaponry saved in this round.
Sky spotted out.
Looks like a heavy stack towards B main. Shot coming out to break the trip. Cypher is the only one not with that group B main. Looking tiles. To TP on the site. Whiffs coming out from Cypher. Raises spotted out market, but gets out safely.
Attackers finally getting that bomb down.
Seems like the attackers are deciding to play more up on site instead of going for that spam from B main, which is so well known.
Defenders have spent both their flashes, so it's going to be difficult to push out here.
This flank could
Sky
be
finds
huge.
1. Ooh.
Oh, but the Cypher and Omen don't see each other, and Cypher is able to get that kill. Honestly, as far as an eco goes, now we're going into a clear comms round. We're going to be able to hear the comms of the attackers, which is going to be Pumpkins.
I think we can try to force this round. I'll buy like Bulldog for someone. Oh wait, you can buy for Dusty. Perfect.
I'm pot committed right now.
I'm gonna try and take game in space.
There's an aggressive push out of the defender
No
side.
spotting.
Omen immediately down into
Oh,
tiles.
we both have the same exact ID.
Sky has an op A link.
Oh, they're pushed up A.
Oh.
We gotta go.
Yep.
Trip right here.
There's no trip.
Pushing back.
Right.
Can't fucking
Oh.
see.
Sorry. Oh, I blinded all 4.
I couldn't help either because I was
There's
blind.
Vandals.
Not
You're
with you. Watching flank.
I'm gonna play flank together. Like, just push out. Let's take it with Gracie. Push out big main. Not that big main. This big main.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, tragic.
all good.
They have no idea where I am.
Piper's one shot.
Okay.
I mean, technically, they think I fucked off.
You keep the guardian because you're the goat.
Literally.
Wait, they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. And nice shot. What the hell?
Mine.
Alright,
Okay.
we're getting a little messy with our comms.
The comms are, as we heard them talk about, getting a little bit messy for the defenders in Pumpkins, for the attackers in Pumpkins.
Yeah, the clear comms were not that clear.
Looks
Well, it
like
looks
they're
like-
planning towards maybe a fake with 3 people towards A and the bomb and Yoru over towards that B main. Now, every time we've seen Pumpkins go towards that B site, it has looked very messy, and honestly, Let's Blaze has been able to shut them out. Op online, and Sage misses.
He walks forwards into the crossfire. Sage wall being held.
Now, this is an eco for Pumpkins, so maybe they're looking to get a few guns, maybe get rid of this op. That would be huge. Not expecting the window peek from Sage. Gets another. Now into this 3v5 situation. Still no real ground for the attackers, except maybe some mids presence, but it's being held.
Yeah, Dusty looking for a peek here, but they're ready for it. Bad timing with the Raze satchel, but Dusty lives. Good damage onto Raze. Oh, but they walk
Raze
into the
won with
nade!
the nade. Did not expect that. Cypher trying to contact up on A main. Maybe might find something. Oh, shut down again by Sage. Sage with the 3. And the op to finish off the round. A flawless for the defenders.
Yeah, the attacking side, Pumpkins, they're sort of walking in one by one, not really attacking as a team. That seems to be losing the rounds. Over on B side, those trips have been doing a great job of separating Sharkbait, TPing out from the rest of their teammates, so there hasn't been any help. And over on A, the Sage just winning those fights with the Sage wall angle advantage.
The Omen for the defenders team, Freaky Frank. Now, Freaky Frank is a Platinum 3, which is the highest rank to get into the Minipeel, and he is really showing off his skill. 8-1 right now.
They're going for a Sova Yoru ult, not able to find any value out of it. Freaky Frank spaced down into mid, and they drop bomb all the way in deep A main, separated from the rest of the team.
Looks like Raze and Omen are coming to hold that spike. Sage has dropped sight. The attackers have all of sight, but the bomb is still back in A main. Sage and Yoru trying to retrieve it. Flash out, blinds 1. But not able to get the kills because Omen was not blind.
That was a great crossfire there from the Omen and the Raze peeking off of each other. Omen got flashed up, but good cover from the Raze. Not able to find any value.
Yeah, we can see this defense is playing really well. They're playing off of each other well. This op from this sky has been a real pain, and they're just not able to get any ground from the attackers are just not really able to get much ground on these sites.
Yeah, they're getting held up in the main towards B side, and they haven't really found any success over towards A either. And this op is now here. Are they going to be aware of it, or is it going to be an opening pick? Oh, immediately traded by Gracie. That Sage wall angle was great.
Omen gets 1 mid. Doesn't look like they're ready for the Cypher. Cypher might be able to get 2 here. Gets 1, gets the second. The 3v1. The attackers finally have some leverage.
They're
The
TPing
TP
towards the Sage.
the Sage. Sage with 1.
If Sharkbait dies here, it could get really awkward for the attack side. They get away though.
Sage does have the res online.
Quick ult from Dusty. Picking up the bomb going B.
There are no real bodies in a place for Sage to get a res off, so they might end up just having to push into these two players.
I don't know, the bodies towards mid aren't really being watched, so this could be a 2v2 retake. They choose to commit the Sage res, and they do.
Rezzing the Omen, who is 11-2 right now.
But there's a crossfire here holding for both players. Good Omen flash. Catches out Dusty. Sharkbait all alone, but they let
Might have
them
a timing
past.
Here. The whiff's coming out, and Sharkbait whiffs Sage with the 3 and the clutch.
I thought Sharkbait had that for sure, but Sage with quick reaction spinning around, and they will get the defuse in time.
We can see that the attackers are finding themselves behind the defenders, as the defenders are really pushing up. Both Splatter and Sharkbait find times when they were behind the backs of two different players. But unlike Splatter, Sharkbait just wasn't able to connect to both those to get the clutch and win the round.
Yeah, Splatter's lurk out mid there, finding two players, was a great flick onto the second. But the heroics from Splatter not quite enough to win that round.
Let's Plays is really shutting out the attackers out of this game. This is a game completely controlled by the defenders.
But it looks like it's going to be speed up towards B site. They're going to shock the trip going out here, most likely. And it's going to be 4v1, 4v2. Sky spotted towards Market. Sharkbait's out. The trip could find a kill here. Yep. Cypher securing a kill. Are they going to peek out, though? No, patience.
Now the attackers have the site, aside from the Cypher, who's now dead. Looks like we're in a retake situation. Omen's out on site. Gets one.
Yeah, it's just Splatter all alone towards mid now into 1v4. I don't think they were expecting Frank to just run out towards site like that. Catching a timing onto the Sage and A main, or B main.
For the attackers to be able to get back in this game, they have to find an answer for the Sage and this Omen. They are ripping through their attack. They're just pushing and they are disrespecting all of the utility that these attackers are putting down. They have to find an answer for this.
Absolutely. The Sage and the Omen combined right now, I think, was that 21 kills total between them? I think that's almost the entire, like, the Omen and the Sage to combined is the entirety of Let's Play, Pumpkins total kills right now. Just a complete game changer for them.
The money for Let's Plays is looking very good. However, on the side of Pumpkins, they're choosing to force up. They will be on a full eco if they lose this round. Are they going to be able to start something, or do you think they're just going to lose again?
I mean, Guardians could definitely give them advantage here, but Freaky Frank has already found Splatter in mid.
Omen is pushing up towards
here,
mid.
breaking the trip, able to get past. Passed out into backside. They're not able to find anyone through that spam.
The site is a confusion of players. Ches gets one and isn't traded.
Gracie has a great angle in this B main spot though. Freaky Frank out.
Retake coming out.
Sharkbait's alone on site here. Just got spotted, but no reaction. Gracie all not able to secure anymore. Dusty now in the back lines.
Force Frank gets off the bomb to secure his 4K. This is truly a shutout. Honestly, the raid bosses Freaky Frank and Paleo Lemon are completely obliterating Pumpkins.
Absolutely.
Do you think there's any hope of Pumpkins? Do you think there's any hope of Pumpkins to get back into this game after the defeat they suffered just minutes ago in the last game? Or do you think this is when they leave this tournament?
To be honest, I think the mental has been shattered for Pumpkins. They could definitely, if they get 2 or 3 rounds here, they could bring it back into defense, but I don't see them being able to close and come back to fight another day.
Pumpkins choosing to force again. Once again, going to be on 0 creds. Two pushing up tiles. Bit with the first one. Bit with the second. Spider fails to trade. Omen blind towards tiles. The Sage is getting pushed back by the
Didn't
Skydog.
get spotted though.
The double push out of A main with the op going first. The whiff from the op. Gracie only able to pick up one. And Cypher kills one from B main. It's just as Yoru with the Bucky. The
They
Sage
do have your
res.
ult though.
Cypher unsure. Yoru unsure of where people are.
Swapping over to a Vandal. So it's going to be a 1v5, and they're not quite able to take it.
The quadruple flank. Really, as we can see, the defenders are just pushing and pushing. Honestly, do you think it's time for a timeout for Pumpkins to get themselves together and figure out what's going wrong?
Absolutely. If I was Pumpkins, I would have taken a timeout long ago. They got to recover their mental. Choose a strat to maybe punish the defenders for pushing out so much. We'll see if they can achieve a 9-3 curse. It's fast out into
5
tiles.
ults
Bit.
for the attackers.
The Raze ult not able to find anything, but they've secured mid control. Now spotted with the Yor ult. But Freaky Frank fights 2!
This is looking like one of my ranked games. Chugbait with the one from behind, TP's out.
But they were
Freaky Frank
tagged by
with
that
the
Cypher
3.
ult. So Cypher's going to be ready for it. But with just a shorty, I don't think they have much of a chance. Trying
the
to close the
blind?
distance,
Oh, so close.
but it's not quite enough. Yeah, the defenders are just—they're playing it. The defenders are playing it more like they're on attack than Pumpkins.
The
They're taking
disrespect
full
is
mid control
clear.
immediately.
The disrespect is evident as, honestly, Let's Blaze Tacos are just playing this, like, attack on defense, just pushing out, taking some might call unfavorable fights, and winning anyways.
Yeah, but there's 4 ult for Pumpkins here. I want to see at least 3 of them come out.
The bomb has really only been planted, like, 2 or 3 times throughout this entire game. It is really just a true all-out brawl.
Sova ult immediately committed, not able to find any value off of it. Flash out into elbow, pushing away, but they're a little bit nervous peeking out into here. It's secured.
This is the first time that the attackers have really looked towards A in any heavy sense.
There's 2
Sage
holding
finds
for
one.
it. The op as
is
well.
still on the angle. Op whiffs, and we're into a 4v3 retake.
Do they know the Sage is here? It looks like they are aware.
Spotted with one on the flank. The last one is flanking, and it seems that they are loaded now from that raise nade. Will Splatter be able to get the pick? Cypher
Walls off.
committed.
One side, the blast packs could let them get up over this wall, but it looks like there is a crossfire from the Sage and the Cypher. Just Sharkbait over towards
The Raze is
Alley.
making plenty of noise, making himself known. They should have no question about where this Raze is. Looks like they're setting up a crossfire for him. Raze is getting no free ones. Swing Sage finds one, but is immediately traded by the Yoru. A 10-2. Now maybe they have a chance.
Now it'll be interesting to see how Pumpkins plays this defense side. Do you think they're gonna take an aggressive approach like Let's Blaze Tacos did, or are you gonna sit back a
Honestly?
little bit more passive?
Honestly, out of all the things we've seen throughout this game, how Freaky Frank, Paleo Lemon, and the entirety of Let's Blaze has been shutting them out, I think that Pumpkins are going to be too scared to peek these angles and be pretty passive when it comes to these hits, allowing the team of Let's Blaze to really take the angles and take the fights that they like, as they're a really brawly team.
And immediately Let's Blaze all 5 grouping up towards this A site. I think it does favor them, just going for a straight site hit onto the site that only has 2 players for Pumpkins. The one way is up, but completely bypassed. Dusty ahead of the flash. Could they get more than one? They find one, but that's all.
Omen Blind
They're
comes
fine.
out. Heim able to get the kill on Sharkbait.
There's
It's gonna be a
flank out of
4v3
Chesby
retake.
gone, but the trip is up. Gonna deny them from coming through here. Great shot by Gracie. Puts it down to a 3v3. Chesby gone finding bit as well. The players
3v2.
towards A side are now trapped. They have separated Cypher.
This is where we're seeing the aggression from Let's Plays kind of punish them as they're taking these 1v1s and losing them.
Smoke is going to make it a bit awkward to come out here. Great shock.
Plenty of time on the
Damage
clock.
onto Freaky Frank.
Paleo Lemon not checked. Gets 2. It's just Cypher in a 1v1 against the Sage. Sage
Splattered
looks
versus
like he's gonna be
Paleo
playing
Lemon.
time. Sage looks like she's gonna be playing time.
Dancing around the
Time
box.
getting low. No time left. And another pistol round is going to be secured by Let's Blaze Tacos. Do you think we're going to see a force coming out from Pumpkins to try and find something in this game?
I mean, I think that's their only choice going into this round, to be honest.
We're seeing the Ares come out to Gracie, a new gun, a gun that has been recently buffed.
Okay.
So we're going to be going into a clear comms round. We're going to be listening to the attackers of Let's Blaze Tacos, who have been absolutely
What in the fucking spy? Where is that, bro?
That's trick, guys.
What in the
Oh wait, need the trip. I'm gonna blind right side.
I don't know what the hell Nate.
Oh my! Wait, they're all here.
There's 2.
You fucking scallion, bro. You
I'm
fucking
in.
hit me.
Mark it.
You bounced me out of my dog, you monk jock.
Mark it, Boba.
Why did they force? Him. Holy him.
Last guy's on.
Wait, James, sky flash.
No, don't sky flash me.
Hey, good.
So that was a very interesting clear comms. You can see the vibes are very high for the team of Let's Plays. They're very much playing for fun right now, and it's working.
Yeah, Spirit's definitely high for Let's Blaze Tacos. Just vibing out, blasting absolutely everyone. It does look like the Pumpkins has a heavy stack towards A. No, Sharkbait's blocking off. Never mind. The Cypher is here to maybe counter, but there is no money for Pumpkins.
The potential last round, depending on how the attackers play this. Blinds traded. Rotate's coming out as Sage is the only one left on B. Sage, Sky somehow able to get the kill on Splatter, even though he was in a trip.
And the Sage heal immediately bringing them back up to full health.
The defender's just with 2 people standing. 1 low HP.
Cypher aggressive in this cage, peeks out, Sharkbait TP's away just in time.
Last one in spawn and dropped. 13-2. Let's Blaze win the round, win the game.
Yeah, a bit of a shame for Pumpkins to go out like that. 13-4 in the first map and now 13-2 taking them out of the tournament.
It's gotta feel bad going all of that way, just to get obliterated twice. Going into the grand finals, we're gonna see Let's Blaze Tacos, a team that absolutely obliterated Pumpkins, versus another team that has absolutely obliterated Pumpkins in Kittens, Admirable Kittens. Who do you think is gonna be able to win this game?
I mean, for Admiral Kittens, we have Concrete, who is the star player, absolutely crushing it in those games. And it's going to come down to whether or not Let's Blaze Tacos can shut them down. So I think it still favors Let's Blaze Tacos. Freaky Frank and Paleo Lemon both having great impact, and if they trade evenly, with Concrete taking out one of them and the other one surviving, it could go in the favor of Let's Blaze Tacos.
And we can see the vibes are clearly in the favor of Let's Blaze Tacos. They have been absolutely obliterating their opponents, and they're enjoying the time they're having. Their vibes are very high, as we heard in that clear comms round. They are ready.
Yeah, they're just having fun with it. This is like a everyday ranked game for them, but it's like World War III out here for Pumpkins. But
honestly, I think you might have hit onto something. I think that maybe they are playing this a little bit like a ranked game. You could hear in the comms, they weren't really calming that much. It was very much a ranked feel, especially with them pushing.
yeah, but Pumpkins Pumps is definitely to make it to this point played quite well. It's just these last two teams are at a completely different level.
This will be a very fun game to watch. We'll be back after a quick break for the grand finals of the Minipeel.
And welcome back to Minipeel 3, everybody. I'm back from last night. I'm here now with Zon, my co-caster for this grand final match.
Yo, can't wait to watch these games. Hopefully it doesn't go to a 23-21.
23-21
Map
as
one.
a map one on grand finals on Sunset. We've seen it before. Zon has played it before.
God, no.
What an exciting time that would be. Quick mention, right? The teams that we have involved in this grand final. Let's Blaze Tacos were just on stream, came off of their astoundingly strong victory on Sunset, a 13-2 behind team captain Freaky Frank. What an amazing match. I was able to catch the end of it. That was some really, really dominant play right there.
Yeah, I wasn't able to watch anything past the. I'm sorry. I started watching after about the second half. Just the Let's Plays Tacos just looked like they were having so much fun, not having stressing about it. Just playing it kind of like a 5-stack ranked game.
Mhm.
It seemed to have worked out extremely well for them, considering it was a 13-2.
Absolutely. Fun's always going to win it. And then we have on the other side, the Admirable Kittens also coming off of a dominant Sunset game behind team captain Concrete. Some very strong players. If I'm being totally honest, I recognize more names from Admirable Kittens, Concrete, Jess, Assiduendo, known players by me, but I've also seen what the players on Let's Blaze are capable of. So I'm excited to see anything that this game is gonna show for us.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get like a close game here, especially since how dominant both teams have been seeing on this map of our first map, Sunset. It's just I'm hoping that both teams can end up clashing and make it a close match.
Right, and I mean we've got 3 maps coming our way potentially. You know, as our best of 3 is set to do. We've got Sunset for the first, and we can talk about that plenty. We've got Haven as the second map. As heavy on macro as Haven is, I really enjoy watching them for these mini peel tournaments because of just simply like what typically you would expect to have just a more team fundamental oriented play here in the mini peel. What are you thinking we might see coming into the Haven matchup? That's what I'm most excited to see.
Honestly, I don't expect any, as far as comp wise, I don't expect anything surprising out of either of these teams, except for maybe who was it? Was it Kittens that brought out the Sage on Sunset before? So you might
Right.
see some innovation coming up from Kittens, but I expect to just see just regular good old comp on Haven, just good fundamental. Hopefully they have good fundamentals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to fully agree. But as we're going to get here into the agent selection onto Sunset, Kittens have chosen to attack for the first half. So interesting to see exactly what their team composition. I already like the Sova pick off the bat.
Yeah, Pika's been pretty good with the Sova all of this tournament, so it's not a surprise to see that they're just going to insta lock it here. And I won't. The clove on concrete has been doing wonders for them on every game so far. So I'm hoping to see them lock it in right here. And there we go. We get
There
the
we
clove.
go. As it is. Always love seeing alternative choices for Sentinels. You know, Cypher is Cypher. He's great on Sunset. But I like the hovering of Sage and Deadlock here on the side of Let's Blaze, especially if I can remember correctly. Paleo with the Sage Walls had some really interesting stuff going on, and I'm excited to see if any more of that's going to be happening.
Yeah, there's some interesting tech you can get with Sage on this map. So I'm hoping to see some of that here. We're gonna see a bit of just weird hovers over on Taco's side.
Hovering the triple Sentinel.
Yeah, and with that, we're gonna get almost the solve comp, but just with a Sage in it instead of a Sova. I don't remember this actual comp thing. Now that I think about it.
I mean, I like both team comps. If I'm being truthful, like I said, Paleo has some really strong walls to play here, and then just a nice, decent Sunset comp for the rest of the side for Let's Blaze, and then Kittens with a very nice, just well-rounded double controller composition, dropping the second initiator. I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, I am too. There's a lot of value in the Sage on this, like surprising value on the Sage of this map. Like when you have a Sage on the defense, it makes a lot of the splits, like on B side for example, it just makes splitting into markets so hard if the Sage just walls off that door on top of just dropping the door. It makes the B X side execute so hard when you have a Sage wall just rising in front of you, and you have no real way of helping your Jet who already dashed on the site. So I'm hoping to see that they can get the value out of the Sage here, especially as you see they're buying round wall round 1.
Already love to see how this is stacking up here. We've got an early wall happening on B, like you mentioned, and we've got a really heavy B attack here. Scratch that. We have a tech pause at 1 second left here.
The curse continues.
We're gonna take a quick second here while we get that sorted out, but no worries about it. While that's happening, we have some more time to talk about these compositions. Let me take a look here. So the double controller on the side of Admirable Kittens, Omen Clove, as well as the Sova, really love seeing that. You've got a lot of information denial and information gathering with Sova. The only thing you're dropping there is that Gecko, that little bit of flash and the ease of planting.
Yeah, that Gecko is probably going to get a lot of value here, especially since they don't have much info util. Using that wingman to just get into those spaces like elbow or the other side of a link towards that side, instead of even using in plant, it can just get them that info that they need to get these site executes down. And considering, oh, they started, and considering the their team's lack of info, just in general, they're gonna have to rely on these site executes when they get onto the attack side a lot. But on the defense, the Gecko should have plenty value enough, especially when you have him on A site, on the A site, just doing the flash into A main. When you make him go into mid, use wingman to clear out mid. Just open to see him get the value he needs here.
Absolutely. And I mean, when you have a double sentinel composition starting on defense side, Gecko is only going to make that stronger. Just being able to assist locking down with Mosh Pit off of the Cypher Trip wires, or allowing combinations with the Sage's slow orbs. There's a lot of potential here for some coordination with the utility. But my personal favorite that I like to see in these Minipeel tournaments is just simple player coordination. Are you swinging your trades? Are you playing together? And are you all on board for the same plan in the round? And then if you can get some interesting util combinations, that's just going to make it even better.
Yeah, we've seen that both teams demonstrate that at least at a basic level throughout this entire tournament. So I would expect them to have that sort of understanding at this point. My main concern now is, can they get the timing off on those proper executes together? Like, if Pika on the Sova is a bit too late on the start, it could drastically cost his team. Or if the Sage wall doesn't go up soon enough, it can make either the retake or the site defense just nearly impossible. So hopefully, we're just hoping that they themselves know how to get these timings down.
Yeah, I really like the emphasis that you're putting on like the initiators util, the Sova darts, and I'll add that to include as well the Gecko utility, the Flash Dizzy, as well as Wingman, when to plant. When it comes down to it, any like initiating util for an engagement or for a site hit, the timing is always going to be the most important part of it. If you can't get the timing right, if you throw it at the wrong time when your team isn't ready, or before you've given enough time for the enemy team to overreact to it, it's absolutely detrimental to your team's progress in the round. And hopefully that's not what we see here. I think if there's anything that any player should be maximizing, it should be their timing with their utility, especially for the initiators.
Yeah, and one mistake that I've seen so far in this tournament is people valuing the util instead of valuing the timing of just being with your fellow teammates.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we don't see that as we get back into this round. We're about to see a slight default coming here on pistol round from Admirable Kittens.
Yeah, I mean a different setup than they had before. Less players stacking up towards the B main spot. Some early information here sending out as we scale up through mid, and we're all the way up into B main already. Already gotten some important space.
Yeah, Admirable Kittens starting off strong, making sure that farm that Clove ult and get out that wall for basically for free.
Here we go. The early shots come out. Love Him is absolutely going to destroy Realm on the way up, and Love Him grabs a second one in concrete. That's 2 down, 3 down for Love Him. Assiduendo falls to the shots. Pika's finally there to trade it out, but it's too little too late. Bit comes out, ready to fight back, and Jess is going to be traded out for that defender victory for the first round.
Yeah, like we were just talking about, the timing on the util on that that mid top push was just a bit off. The close smoke was a bit too late. They didn't use any Sova util to try to get into that mid top space, so they ended up just falling down to Love Him, who got 3 just off of pure gun skill. He had no opposition facing towards him and util wise.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of value out of the cages too from Love Him. Really, I mean, timing is a little bit of an easier portion to take care of. After you get your pick, it's easy enough to pop the cage. But even so, just having the foresight to place a cage in top mid there, very strong.
And as we go into this round, we're seeing Admirable Kittens do the same thing they did last round. They are prioritizing getting this Clove ultimate every round and inserting their Cypher into B main as they try to go for just a slow A main walk here. Trying to just leave him there, see what value he can get if he hears anyone leave on B.
Yeah, I mean, important to recognize Concrete is playing Clove right now, a standout player on their own, as Clove does have that additional chance at value, plus the Clove's post-mortem smokes. A lot of utility, a lot of value to be found out of Concrete throughout this match.
Yeah, they're giving Tacos there's no info here. Tacos have no idea where they are, especially after dodging that Gecko Flash. They're just a bit lost after Innuendo makes some noise on B, drawing out rotates.
Oh, this is so smart. I love this.
Yeah,
Just enough.
Yeah, they're about to walk into a free A site with no contest here.
The smokes come out, and Freaky Frank is ready to go. Didn't go too far from the area. Does catch Concrete, not paying attention through the smoke for a good kill there. An anti-eco round for Let's Blaze.
Yeah. And despite that, Innuendo's a bit late on this lurk.
Catches Jess in the tripwire. Love Him's there for it. And Realm hiding behind the corner. They're not aware whatsoever. That's going to be 2 headshots, 1 free kill. But Love Him is going to pick up the trade. And Bit rushes in, helping to defend the site. It's all down to Assiduendo.
Gets 1, but just not enough to stop defusing the bomb. Despite that, it was a good eco. They got a ult orb on Concrete on B main, and were able to just get the spike down, get 2 kills. That's 2 guns taken away from Tacos here as they come into their anti-eco.
Absolutely. I think if Admirable Kittens have any amount of economic equilibrium there, if they have a similar buy as Let's Blaze, I think they win that round.
Yeah, if they had even 1 singular hero rifle. And we're going to see the same strategy come out every round. I expect we're going to see this a lot of Concrete just going into B main with no fear, taking that orb, trying to get their ultimate almost as much as possible.
That drone is going to trigger the wall from Paleo here. And the shots come out to destroy it. Realm able to catch Paleo off guard, not aware, not prepared. Bit there for the trade though.
It's going to come out, gets traded by Concrete. Love Him in a good position. Gets 1, gets Concrete. And despite dying, does get the ult off.
We're looking at a solid bonus round here for Let's Blaze, but really the matter at the end of the day is how many numbers are on the scoreboard. Admirable Kittens looking to find their first here.
Jodeki trying to clear out Jess here. All he has is a Spectre. Will Jess expect this?
The timing of the swing.
Yeah, but there's going to be a rough position for Tacos to retake from.
Freaky Frank through the smoke is going to grab Realm.
Pinged by the Cypher cam. Not much you can do here, just forced to stick it.
I mean, Assiduendo. Admirable Kittens going to win that round, but such a cost from Let's Blaze here. I believe we're going to be heading into our clear comms round here. Let's listen into what the players have to say as they go through this next round.
It's all
Is
good.
the wall still up? And I'm lagging a bit.
No, the wall wasn't up. Or when we executed, it was.
What do you want to do?
I want to grab the orb B.
Okay.
We can fight for that.
Can you smoke top mid?
Gecko A.
Cypher's A.
Broke my
or
cam.
B.
Cypher's here, right?
Cypher set up for B.
One back side.
Let's
You don't have
let's
to hit this. Raze is here too.
Market.
cut noise. We're
They
gonna
probably
rehit.
fast rotated. We hit? Okay.
We're gonna rehit.
Yeah. One.
We're
Can
gonna
you make some
rehit.
noise in like 10 seconds, Cypher?
Yep.
Come back. We're gonna rehit at 50.
Made noise now. Gecko. Sage here.
I got market smoke.
Want me to drone or?
No, all right. Let's smoke, and
I'll
then
get entry
we're gonna
smoke.
we're gonna get out. We're gonna get out after we smoke.
Market, raise. I'm blind.
What the fuck is that thing doing?
Alright.
We need to get that
Cover me
bomb down.
CT. Cover me
You're
CT.
still A. Sage Gecko still A.
I'm going CT. Hold a cross with me. Someone hold a cross.
I'm re-smoking market. You guys need to do something together. We can't stay here.
Yep.
So one more towards market.
Hold on, just. Oh, that.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'll pick it up eventually.
Their Gecko.
Admirable Kittens with a really solid round there for the clear comm.
Yeah, it's just a good overall round by them. Good comms by all their teammates saying where they are, what they're doing, what gifts they're throwing. It's just generally just a good Valorant at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I really like to see. I think they are so good at drawing these rotations from Blaze. I want to see a little bit faster or a little bit earlier executions there, being able to capitalize on what great timings they get.
We are seeing a heavy tiles push here coming out from Tacos. Let's see if Admiral Kittens are expecting this. They heard some of the Utah out in mid and are looking for a block mid here.
Does catch some chip damage, but Frank does fall to a Situendo. Love him's there to even up the numbers, though, and finds a rifle for it.
Oh, what a misinput on the dash. Gets straight out by a Situendo, though.
I mean, this anti-eco round.
And with that ult, it'll secure the bomb being planted on B. Admiralkin's prioritizing grouping up B main. They have to know that the rest of the defenders are going to try to get these guns and bot mid.
That they do and that they have them. Guns spread all across for Tacos right now. Let's see what they can do with this retake. They do grab one, make that two, leaving Concrete all alone in a 1 versus 3 with ultimate. The wall comes out in such a good timing to guarantee this defuse. Tacos are not looking to lose any more rounds here.
Yeah, despite the great round last round, it seems like Admiralkins had a bit of a miscomm issue, or at least a misunderstanding with whoever their IGL was. They had to have known that they were going to try to get the guns bot mid, so choosing to group up on main was a bit questionable.
I mean, protecting the guns in an anti-eco right there, such a good play. It's question if they understood that the eco was happening. They definitely did because they were playing so far back, waiting for an aggression.
As we're coming into interesting Cypher trips here on B main, we're gonna see them do their classic B main take, probably get the Clove ult yet again. They do have the Sova ult to work with here if they choose to just slam B.
Yeah, I mean,
just see her wait.
We've got all these slow default rounds happening, and while they're very effective, they're causing a lot of rotates. It's always good to mix in some fast hits every now and again, because as you can see, defenders swinging down into mid, get that free pick, and now Admirable Kittens have no space to work with here. They have to whatever they do, they just have to do it fast and aggressive.
Yeah, there's a bit of an unfortunate like round for them to try to go for this default. This is their half fight. They have to go hit something fast. As they come into this, just gets freaking Frank gets traded out by Jodeki.
Trades come in. Defenders are up 1, make that up 2. Realm left in a 1 versus 3 here. Teleports across the way.
Does get love him. Gets bit. He's left in a 1v1 against Paleo. He doesn't know where Paleo is though.
Information on where, but aware of what angles they could be coming from. Realm for the 3K, saving the round for Admirable Kittens. What a play.
Yeah, despite the shaky start, Realm coming out is showing how just reliable he is for his team. Just getting that 3K to close out the round, forcing Tacos on a kind of weird half buy here. Despite that, they do have the Raze ult and the Gecko ult for retake. So I would like to see them play a retake on B with those 2 ults because it's the perfect ults to take back main. But despite that, we're gonna see a tiles push coming out from Kittens. Bit of a shakeup from their default.
I kind of like this idea. Obviously, they like playing slower. They like playing a little bit more methodical with it, but not willing to do within that context, playing something just simply pushing a different area within that same mindset is going to be a good idea. And immediately that gets value as Concrete's going to get that early pick on the bit.
Just being cited by the Cypher cam. Seems like they're opting to try to go for a bit default here to see where everyone is. Leaving Cypher A and grouping up B main. As a Cindy window push, oh, I love him, pushes up. Brings Jess down to 1 HP. Get some more chip damage on Realm.
Oh, wow. What an amazing shot from Love Him. Catch the pick on a Concrete. The defenders pushing back into this round. Just trying to fight back just a little bit, but can't quite even up the numbers yet. That spike is down, and it needs to get picked up fast.
Yeah, but Pika and Jess are aware of the people bomb mid. Pika Frank making some noise earlier with his footsteps.
There it is. Jess is able to find the only other person top mid. Now in a 2 versus 1 Pika. Little concern about both angles instead of the one. Unfortunate timing. Again, we're just seeing like the crosshair timing is now lost us 2 gunfights before they even started. That's going to be another round in the bank for Tacos, 4-3.
Yeah, just a good round from Tacos. After getting picked off first, they're just able to recover with even on the half by there. They will have 4 ults here, so again, I expect them to play retake at least one of the sites. Most likely be with where the Sentinel setup is.
Mm-hmm.
We will see the Sova still has his ultimate here, so I would like to see them go fast on the site. But despite that, they seem to be doing another slow mid default.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't have a problem with these defaults on principle, but it seems like we're falling back on them just one too many times. And I like a good default, but I also the value from defaults come when you are able to appropriately mix in faster hits as well.
Yeah, it's just with them doing defaults all this time, at this point, Tacos are starting to call their bluff as they come into a fast A push here. They will be slowed down by the Sage wall and the Sage slow, but Jodeki and Paleo both decided to give up the site, play for that retake with the Gecko ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of ultimates on the board to make this retake happen. They're not really concerned about losing sight. This take is going to be, or this retake is going to be much more beneficial for them on that side. Concrete looking to get some chip damage before that happens, but can't quite get a kill for it.
And as we see, Admiral Kins, the Concrete guys the love team. We'll see the Gecko will come out. Get spotted on top of default, bit killing Pika. Cindy Wendell left alone on elbow against a 1v5. Just not enough. Freaky Frank with the kill.
Yeah, that full retake mindset. Even the thrash was all that we needed to get that round in the books there for Tacos.
Yeah, didn't even have to use the Raze ults. They were just able to love him just coming out, swinging, getting 2. And as we say that, you're just start a timeout here.
I like that idea. Should we be listening into the timeout or no?
Okay, so I think what I want to change here is I want to Rather than defaulting at this point, I'd rather hard hit into like B. We're gonna, but we have to do it really fast because they're gonna push out of mid. So
Yeah.
pretty much off round start, I want to I don't think they'd expect us to like hit B off start, so we're gonna try to shock the trip and we're gonna just go in.
We're on an eco as well, I think, right?
That's fun.
Yeah,
Alex,
that's
I'm gonna
yeah.
show you a shock dart that's gonna take care of the trips immediately, okay?
Yeah.
It is 2 bounces, full charge, okay?
Okay.
I will show you where to stand and where to look. Once you throw it, just run down B main with us.
Okay.
And then throw the other trip here. We should be able to get sight fully with it. Unless Sage is playing there for some dumb reason.
I'm kind of excited to see what this shock dart is.
This is prime Minipeel experience of trying to learn a lineup in the middle of a grand finals.
Nothing better than that.
Yeah, as we see, Taco's deciding to also fight B main a bit here. Against the eco, it's a bit of a decision. I would like to see Pika use their ultimate on this eco to try to get at least a pick or two.
But we are going to drop one player early on, make that 2. Jess is able to make that trade happen. Cypher's already dead by the time that shock dart lands, unfortunately. Good to know for the future, though.
Yeah, just Freaky Frank and Love Him both getting super aggressive, just confident in their gun skills. While Love Him does trade his life, they will get 3. And with that, well, all that pressure being made, they were able to set up Jodeki over here in tiles.
I mean, this is such a good position, but unfortunately, we can't find the value for it. Realm is just aware. No way to play against that. Ooh, and does spot Lemon as well. That wall's going to go up, buying a little bit of time for the rotations to come in.
Yeah, there's plenty of time for rotations. All 3 of Tacos still have their ultimate, so they can just let them play post plan here, and just have that Razel for that retake.
I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself.
They are in the perfect position to stop this, but using the Omen ult to clear out B main.
Just in case of a rotate commits to it.
Oh,
they're
no, they're
worried.
unsure.
They're worried about this rotation. Now that that plant's coming in, though, it's just Paleo.
We'll see the Boombot coming out, spotting Realm.
Boombot jumps nice and high here. We do see the Showstopper peek through the smoke. Does result in some damage, but no kills.
We're truly seeing some Mini-Moth level satchels coming out of Bit here. All along the site, though, does get killed by Pico, who's hiding in behind safe.
Oh, I love this. Pika grabs 2. Realm there to pick up the round. 4-5. What a thrifty for Admirable Kittens.
Yeah, Pico is just so important there. Choosing not to show themselves until the very last second when it was needed. Just truly perfect, what was it? Just patience, just waiting behind safe.
Absolutely.
No one decided to clear it. And we will see the same setup coming out from Tacos, as every round. But will they fare against this? What seems to be an just fast A hit?
Like I said, that's what I like to see, is those fast hits getting mixed in with the defaults here. That Dizzy is going to get shot right away. Very little information getting sent out. But nevertheless, not sparing any util on shutting down a potential hit.
We will see that Jodeki and Paleo decided to just give up the site fully. Just opting to play in full retake.
I mean, the retake play isn't going to be as effective without these ultimates, but the gunfights are going to speak for themselves here. Bit grabbing 2, making sure that we have the advantage coming into the retake.
And we see the Sage ult coming out, denying any sort of advantage that Admiral Kins had. We'll see the Clove ult coming out.
Oh, this
through Concrete's advantage, he gets to pick up Jodeki.
This retake is falling apart. Concrete and Pika taking their own shots. Now Sijuendo left in a 1 versus 2. Grabs 1 with the shorty from Freaky Frank, though, is going to finish it out 6-4 in favor of Tacos. That was a firefight if ever I did see.
Yeah, honestly, that was a lot of good plays from both teams, really. It just came out that Freaky Frank was well prepared with the shorty. This is your reminder to always buy your shorty.
Especially against what's the word? Especially against movement agents, Jet, Omen. It's nice to just be prepared.
Yeah, and it paid off for Freaky Frank there and getting that shorty off when his ran out of bullets. We will see Kittens onto an eco here. Seems like they're going to go for another mid push, or yeah, B hit here. Sorry, let's see how they can do it. Opting not to use the jet knives is a bit of an odd decision.
I'm a fan of this, switching the tripwire setup so that it doesn't get hit by the shock dart. Love him aware of these shock darts and where they're going to be. I love that.
Love him getting up close and personal. Gets one, but gets traded out by a Cindy-Wendo. Tacos left to play retake here in a 4v2, just waiting for the teammates to come in and give him backup so they can just do this without anyone dying.
I mean, we're in that +2 situation, that checkmate. As long as we can play our trades and just swing together, we're going to be fine in this round.
Yeah, they know Realm is over by Market. Pika shot from behind by Bits.
Swinging through the smoke, Realm trying to get a kill, but the Sheriff is not accurate enough to do so. Freaky Frank there to pick up the round.
Realm tried to get his knife off when he ran out of bullets, but just got sprayed down. And as we come into the last round of this half, we're hoping we can see some adjustments coming out from Kittens here. I would like to see like a fast mid execute like they tried to do on the pistol round, just with proper util this time. But it seems that they're going for another defaults.
Well, and I do like their default strategies as well. They do cause a lot of rotations, but right now Tacos isn't falling for it. They're not really rotating at all off of these default plays. So I'd like to see some more commitment from wherever it is that they're trying to aggress and take space, some more presence that will encourage more rotations.
And as we see defenders getting aggressive out mid, both Bit and Freaky out. Freaky gets one and Bit gets another. That's what he went in for the trade, but Bit gets two more. Pops the ultimate trying to get Jess.
Jess able to immediately deny Jodeki there, but Love Him is going to be there to finish out the round at the half, 8-4 favoring Tacos. Not what you want to see. I mean, you have Pika, you've got your Sova, your information player, and you're doubly smoked off of in mid. You really need that information before you can aggress or make any more space there. If that's what you want to do, you got to guarantee that space for your team.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a drone come out of that smoke, or maybe a dart, and just trying to clear out any mid aggression that they could have done, especially if they're trying to hide behind that that little mid wall.
Right.
And as we come into this pistol, we're gonna see it looks like it's gonna be a fast A execute coming out from Tacos.
Yeah.
Would love to see, especially when they have the Sage Wall to just block off either Link or Ali on the post plant. See how they do it here.
Right. We've got this A main dart coming in here from Pika. Excited to see it. That lineup comes out here and
Realm
isn't
does get
going to
spotted
land
by
in
the
time to spot. Unfortunately, this W key rush is just too aggressive. Getting that double sentinel on site is going to be so big if we can really lock down this bomb site.
Yeah, just Kane's deciding to play full retake against double sentinel. See how well it works for them, but I expect it won't go as what he expects.
Gonna have a hard time of it for sure. Dizzy's gonna catch a tag there, and Love Him there on the aggressive angle picks up one. Jodeki with one of their own concrete there to trade, and Love Him is just firing people down in CT.
Love Him getting aggressive, going for the nice kill, and gets it on the Jess.
We've gotten into a very comfortable position here, Tacos.
Yeah, they're clearly playing for fun here. Like, I love him being fully confident. He's 20-9 currently, being that rock solidifying Tacos, just like solidifying their confidence here.
I mean, like you said, from the defense, what we need to see is more site holding. Because if we let those sentinels get onto site and lock it down, we're gonna have a really hard time with our retake. Obviously, we do have some aggressive capabilities here. From the side of Tacos, but not as much as you would find outside of a double sentinel. Freaky Frank there with those two early picks, though, is just going to make this round so easy.
Yeah, we do have a fast lane coming out from Pika here, but we will get caught out by the trip, forced to break it, so they know there's at least one flank. Love him trying to get aggressive, but a Cindy Wendo out to stop any sort of picks.
Oh, and Freaky Frank there was such a well-timed paranoia for the 3 and the 4K. Paleo Lemon's aware of the flank. What an explosive round. Tacos have found their rhythm. They found exactly what it is they need to do.
Yeah, it was a beautiful contact up of A main. They knew that there were enemies were on eco, so they were just trying to contact up. And Cadence, unfortunately, made some noise coming onto the opening of A main. So just the contact up just caught them off guard completely. We're seeing a weird default coming out of Tacos here. Maybe trying to fake B.
I mean, default on the bonus round. I can't argue with that at all. I just would love to see. Interesting. Honestly, I kind of like that lineup. That's pretty cool. That's pretty flashy. But I like seeing this though. We've got this like aggression in B main, but we're not committing anything outright, except for that TP aggressively from Frank to get out onto site. We're unaware of it. Does catch the pick onto Assiduendo. Cypher trips are down.
Love him getting the pick on the Realm and markets. Freaky Frank and Bits here looking to get aggressive. PT Concrete getting Bits. Love him getting the trade on Jess. But Freaky Frank getting the final kill on Concretes. Just a solid solid bonus round here.
Yeah. We're going to head into our clear comms round here. As we look at Tacos, what must they have changed to have gotten such an amazing set of rounds here?
Pause. Look,
Yeah.
no, I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
You're chilling?
I'm
Back.
joshing. I'm joshing.
Well, let's do our A hit, and then I want to do the wall. I've been waiting to do this wall for like 2 games, bro.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Another game ended too
Yo,
fast.
that wall's never happening.
Also, if they're here, then get your double satchel blind them.
This the
You want
plan.
bomb?
No, we do a double.
Like right away?
Yeah,
No,
they're here.
no,
Yeah,
no.
Elbow.
Okay.
Yo, who is?
Oh my god, there's one guy on site. One guy on site.
Bro, you're playing like a tambourine on steroids, bro. What are you doing?
What? Nice. Wait, do the wall. It's fine.
Yeah, this game is
Hold
actually.
on. Does it even work?
Oh, I swear to God, if I ever get put on this lizard again, bro.
I fell out.
It's the lizard.
120.
Love you, man.
If I ever get put on this lizard.
Yo, that wall's actually kind of fun.
I know. It's that I fell out.
Because I actually did a rollout.
Love the PRX wall there. That is a team that is having fun with their game. Let me tell you what.
Yeah, those are certainly some comms. Like, despite how much fun they're having, it was actually a really good pre-round call, saying that they can, if they just blind, there's someone there, they can blind it and just double satchel up, calling who to hold for elbow, and just good comms overall, good plans. Despite that, still having fun.
I love the if-then statements in the pre-round. Honestly, that is just how you create a plan. I really like that.
You will see a change up on Admiral Kittens. You see the Sova on top mid now, looking to get a bit aggressive.
Not a bad idea at all. We get that dart to clear out A main, and we're going to push because of it, immediately causing rotations here. That aggressive B hit is going to happen here from Tacos, but Assiduendo is there to hold the site with the neural theft. Does get caught throwing it, and we are going to lose sight because of it.
Yeah, just a good side execute. Realm just on not knowing how many are on site, just chooses to walk out the smoke. Just a mistake. They have to know at this point that, yeah, they're seeing the pings coming out. They know that there's at least one person flank here. They see some contact between Bit and Pika. They will ultimately win it out in the end.
We've got the util absolutely destroying B main right now. Jess here is locked into place. They're aware of where they are. Gets one kill for it, but Thrash comes out.
And here comes the knifing.
For the game, for map 1, we have Tacos defeating Admirable Kittens 13-4.
Yeah, it's just a standout game for Tacos. At least from the clear comms round, it's clear that they know, they at least have an idea of what they're doing. And calling out the util that they need to do, calling out where the enemies are going to be. Just overall good Valorance being played here. Especially with the aggression coming out of Love Him and Freaking Frank, just helping solidify their confidence to just walk up and just shoot the enemy. It was just a good game from them overall.
Yeah, I mean, there's a very definitive amount of planning that we can see in their gameplay. Even before we heard the clear comms round, we could tell that there was something that they had changed. They had gotten together and decided on an idea of what to do that was working really well for them. So good on Tacos for pulling that game together. 13-4.
Yeah, I was not expecting such a landslide of a victory here in the grand finals, but you always have surprises every now and then.
Well, and speaking of, I mean, we've got a Haven for this map too. As far as surprises are concerned, I'm expecting to see something pretty solidly in favor of Kittens, actually, because we were seeing on Kitten's attack half during Sunset, we saw a lot of early rotations coming in from Tacos, a lot of over rotations as well. Two things you don't want to see when you're talking about 3-site maps such as Haven and possible Decider Lotus.
Yeah, that might be what brings Cadence to the victory here on their at least on their attack. This Talca's rotating so much; it's going to be such a heavy penalty for doing so on Haven with that 3-site map. It's just going to take so long for those rotates to go up. Just, I do hope to see them, at least Cadence, innovate with their comp a little. I'm expecting to see another Clove come out from Concrete.
All right. I mean, I like that idea. I honestly think the double controller composition is still a good idea, especially on Haven. Possibly a Clove Omen composition would be really, really something here. If we could find that, and of course, gotta have Sova on Haven. I think both teams are going to find their find space on their roster for one.
Well, definitely. At least for Cadence, they have Pika, and again for Joe Decky, I'm expecting Sova, but it would be fun to see another Gecko. Gecko on Haven is something that you don't see very often, but it is really fun to watch.
Absolutely. I think I haven't seen too much Gecko on Haven, but I'm aware. I believe Mosh Pit has the exact same trajectory as Killjoy Molly's, so there's a lot of fun opportunities there with lineups.
Yeah, I would expect them to have the same usage as the KJ Molly's, like on the site executes, using that for the that little cubby outside of garage, or using it to just block off the CT entrance of the scene site, or even using it on Heaven. It's very easy to throw a Molly up there now with all these lineups that exist.
I mean, and tell you what, if you're looking to make more lineups in the Underpeel Discord server, we do have the Initiator Institute and the Controller. I believe it's the Controller College.
Controller College, yes.
Controller College. Places available for you to find and cultivate different playbooks based on the different lineups you want to throw or the different play styles you want to provide your team. Controller College and Initiator Institute are definitely places where lineups are being made and shared as often as possible.
Yeah, they definitely have your share, your fair of nerds, because I looked at the Controller College, and the first thing I see is people talking about different Viper walls on, I think it's Haven.
I see.
Yeah, just if you want nerds, then that's your place.
Well, and of course, at the Initiator Institute, we're offering. I can speak personally as a representative. We're offering as many internships as can be given out, provided that you're able to display some form of passion for being such an absolute nerd. Lots of different lineups to find, lots of different stuff to share. Always fun to see.
Yeah, and if you're a Sentinel main looking for way too many lineups, or at least trip setups for Cypher, or just setups in general for KJ, or even Deadlock GravNet lineups, you got the Sentinel School with people putting out way too many lineups, or just setups in general. It's honestly kind of scary.
The Sentinel School is open for enrollment right now.
I opened it and I saw someone post an entire lineup of Cypher on Sunsets, and there is way too much on it.
Oh yeah, I can see that right now.
Why do they have a camera for all wallbang lineup?
And then of course, to leave no stone unturned, the Duelist Dojo also does exist, there to share clips of people absolutely going off with their favorite plays, as well as interesting ways to attack sites. A lot of theory going on about where you should be pushing out to or dashing out to as Jet and Neon, as well as different ideas for what weird ways that you can bounce Phoenix flashes off of walls.
Yeah, I mean, I clicked into it. One of the first things I see is one of our older underpeelers, Zlab, getting some VOD review coaching in for one of our other members, Jinx, who did play in this tournament. Just so all of these academy classes are just so good for trying to get. If you're trying to get better, it's just so good for just free resources. People willing to just give you advice. We have so many high elo players in this server that it's just if you don't use it as a resource, then what are you doing?
If you want to improve at Valorant, and you're not here, or I'll say if you want to improve at Valorant, obviously there's YouTube resources, obviously there's places like that. But if you want to talk to people and really figure out how it is that you want to play the game, and what role that you like to play, there's a lot of great places to do it here in the Underpeel server.
Yeah. There's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun too. There's there's a lot of fun people in this server, man.
Yeah, I mean, and as well as like apart from these mini peel and underpeel tournaments, we have our in-houses as well, which is just consistently trying to provide a more elevated competitive experience to Valorant. Obviously, you queue into ranked, and you don't know what kind of teammates you're going to get unless you're 5-stacking, and even when you're 5-stacking, the opponents might be a little bit rude to you as well. As far as the in-houses are concerned, that's all gone away. You might have a few teammates that you're not familiar with, but you can bet, according as far as our community as we've tried to cultivate it, you can bet that they will be willing and ready to play the best game they possibly can, communicating as much as they possibly can. The plat in-house queue, or the plat and under, which is most of the, I'll say all of the people that we have playing in this tournament here are active players in the plat under in-house queues. That's what the mini peel is. Every single person here not only wants to get better at Valorant, but wants to help their fellow player. And that's what I love about this.
I mean, it's also just plain fun. Being able to play in like a relatively stress-free environment. You know your teammates aren't gonna be insulting you, or just being able to just play Valorant for what it is, get those communications play at a level that you would want your ranked games to be at. It's just so much fun.
Oh, it really is. And it's honestly worth all of the effort that you put into it.
Yeah, it's and also actually how I skipped almost all of plat. Essentially, I went from gold to diamond in a single act.
There you go.
In-houses were the only thing I played for a while, and I improved so much because of it. Just so many people willing to help you learn. Just being able to get that experience in, and getting people to say, "Hey, maybe you should do like this lineup or this pick it this way in the middle of a match," after like noticing that you might have done something a little bit wrong. It's just such valuable advice.
It really is. And like you said, it's all happening in real time. It's all happening with real people that you're probably going to see consistently if you're queuing into in-houses on a consistent basis. Always fun stuff to have happen. And speaking of those in-houses, that mini peel where this is coming from, right back into the game at hand here, as we're going to go into Haven here, saying a lot of here's right now. As we're going to go back into Haven, we're still waiting on a couple of players to be prepared, fully ready to go. But I do like the idea of speculating about what team compositions we're going to have. I mean, we've established Clove would be a fun choice to keep Concrete on. I like the idea of both teams having a Sova. As our resident Sentinel expert, what's your opinion on let's say who do you think is going to pick what Sentinel?
That's a good question. Out of tacos, I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a really aggressive support like Vice or Deadlock come out, considering that they're willing to play Sage. But if I had to guess, they're probably just gonna do either Cypher or Killjoy. Probably Cypher, considering how well Love Him performed. But on the side of Kittens, I would expect a Killjoy, honestly. Just on a Innuendo. I know they like to play Killjoy as far as I remember, both Killjoy and Cypher, so it's probably a 50-50 about which one they choose.
So we're expecting to see a Killjoy and a Cypher, you say?
Most likely.
I mean, I'm there for it. Like I said, team composition is not going to be the most important thing, but when you have solid choices like that, it does help. As long as your team is playing with that good sense of team play and hygiene. I think as far as duelist choices, I'm going to argue we see two Jets.
Most likely, yeah.
And we're gonna be heading into the agent select here. We're actually gonna get to see these comps play out, come together in real time. Always interesting to see the Yoru from Love Him. Last match's Cypher on the side of Tacos now attacking.
Yeah, at least on Kitten's side, we're seeing a comp I completely expected. The double controller with Clove, Omen, and getting the Window on Killjoy and Jets on our classic Jets. But on the side of Tacos, we're seeing something completely unconventional. They were hovering the Fade, but now they're hovering Breach. But they have the Yoru on their team. Just it's going to be a deadly combo if they can get their coordination down with the Breach Yoru.
The Breach Yoru combination is lethal in the hands of people that know what they're doing. And I have every reason to believe after that last game that they've got some kind of idea of how to play it and that they'll be committing to it as well. That said, looks like we're foregoing any kind of hard information here on the side of Tacos. So I'm interested to see how that plays out for them, especially on these 3-site maps.
Yeah, there's going to be a bit of a struggle, at least on Tacos' defense when they try to hold A short and A long. But instead of the Yoru coming out, we're seeing an ISO pick here.
Oh man,
ooh, that's I don't know. I will say this. I do think Yoru is better overall, but I will say ISO is probably better for this tournament considering the opponents.
I would agree. I think the ISO Reyna picks have always come out to be just very simply put, if you can hit the headshot, you can win the gunfight and not get traded out. It's such value that you're just picking up off the ground. So I fully support that idea.
Yeah, and plus that ISO wall is going to be so vital into getting some of these sites. Just long, straight sight lines, and that wall is just going to be able to block out all of it. Especially getting on like the C site or going up short or long on A. And as we come into the game, we're already going to have a tech pause.
I mean, no worries about it. We expect a crash or two every now and again.
Yep. I'll say on coming onto their pistol round here, I expect Tacos to just do a generally normal A hits. Probably have Jet go up probably up short. Up short, and have the ISO go up long using that wall to get on the site quite freely. And just having that breach there with that flash, that aftershock, just get on this get everyone out of backside defaults.
Yeah, I mean the level of crowd control that a breach offers, especially on Haven. Now, not to pry too much, but Woodrow, player on MBT, the Underpeel season champions, Woodrow is an absolutely force to be reckoned with, especially on Haven as a breach main.
Yeah, like having him on my team was it made Haven a lot easier. Even if we did lose that last game on Haven in the grand finals, the amount of value that we got from Breach just felt so strong. Especially if you're up against people who might not be used to fighting a Breach in the sitting. He's not a very popular ranked character, so the only time you're ever going to see like a genuinely good Breach is in these types of environments. But you don't get to see that often. So we'll have to see how Cadence decides to react to it.
Yeah, I mean, you get a competent Breach who's also confident in their utility. You get an all-access pass to anywhere on the map that you want to go.
Yep, that the stun coming out from Breach is just so strong on defense for holding A main.
I can't tell you how many times that A long stun has made me so upset. Every single time it comes out, not even just against Woodrow, just in any game.
Yeah, it's just free value, really. Especially if you have like we don't see it here, but if you have like that Sova with the dart coming out as well as the stun, it can catch just so many people off guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see Tacos get just very aggressive on their at least for the first couple rounds here on their attack. But I would like to see them, especially since they're up against Killjoy. I want to see them probably starting the 4th round onwards, just start defaulting, breaking that KJ setup in garage and backing out and just giving the enemy team no info. Just starve them out and make them, face check everything for their info.
Yeah, I mean, I quite like that idea. Information denial is always a plan that I can get behind, especially when it comes down to like compositions like this. I mean, you're talking about Taco's employing that strategy, but if Kittens can deny as much information as possible about where their defense is playing, that is going to be such a powerful tool, potentially pushing Tacos to hit into an unfavorable site. Information denial against something as sparse of information as Taco's team composition, such a powerful tool.
Yeah, and I will say it does help that with the double controller coming out of Kittens, their Omen can be there so much sooner, for a flash on default to help out the A site like hold just than what they normally would, because normally we see Omen on C site either playing by themselves or playing with their Sentinel. But here
Right.
we can see the Omen playing on B just be there so much quicker, especially with how strong the flash is from going from A link to A. I'm hoping to see some of that value here in their defense.
Yeah, I mean, I like this idea. We're committing our alternative smoker, our Clove, to the C site. We have some R's here. I'm going to assume the production is ready, and just go ahead and type that into the chat. But I like this. Our C anchor. We have the Killjoy utility happening there, and we also just have the Clove committing all of their smokes, just potentially to defending C or maybe even garage. Really strong, just spreading out the util, making sure that no one spot is without coverage.
Yeah, you will see a bit of a default here. Jodeki going for the window push. They come in, Jess getting some action with Freaky, decides to back out with the dash. Does get a shot off though, bringing down Freaky down the 3 hits left. Jodeki does reconnect after DCing.
I mean, I really like this initial volley of shots getting done just to push Freaky Frank into that insertion, into that spot up a sewer, and then being able to rotate out and have such good information. Freaky Frank is going to get that pick onto Jess on the lurk, but we're committing to C anyway. Concrete is there to grab the spike down in garage.
What a good molly coming out from Concrete. All of them are so low. Only picks one, but City Window will get his trade.
Beautiful play there. Beautiful play. Love him is able to recover the spike with Frank, but both of them are pretty low on HP at this point in time. And now they've just given up the information on where they are. They have to really make a play to pull this round.
After the drone comes out, it should spot Omen. They don't check backside. They have no idea where either of them are.
We don't check that area, but Realm is there with a reaction shot. Does swing and turn. Love him there to take out a Situendo. Grabs Pika and Realm for the 4K. Love him is there to pull the round.
Yeah, love him being his team's true anchor. Getting that 4K after that disaster of the garage push, just helping bring his team back. He's already 2 points away from getting his ultimate here. That might play into their buy round coming into this. Might try to go for the Ultorm farm. Try to make it so that on their bonus round, next round, they can get that Ice Wolf off.
Yeah, I mean, we see the hero rifle already happening. I'm excited to see how this happens. I really hope the Kittens can shake off that round loss, because that was just one individual play. They had a really strong macro play there. They had really solid holds, so let's hope they can shake that off and get into this next round. Well, there it is. Jodeki gets traded out for Jess. We're going to be +1.
Yeah, we're going to see the defenders just play full retake here. Just as Love Him goes to fight. Goes to try to secure his ultimate, but freaking Frank going out with the kill. Just a solid round coming out from the Tacos here. They're 1 away from that ISO ult. Should be a free side hit if they can manage to get a single ultra somewhere. Which it should be a free ultra on C if they just use that ISO wall or smoke.
Yeah, I mean, this should be. We should assume for now that that Love Him is going to be getting that ISO ultimate. So let's see how. I mean, how would they plan to play the round in knowledge of that? Maybe they can grab a Situendo off of the C side and make an easy push for themselves.
Yeah, they're already positioned over at C here. Left him by himself. Actually clear out all of these angles. As you see the rest of Tacos slowly pushing up grass. Trying to clear out all mid space.
Jodeki making an aggressive push onto the B site here. Doesn't check behind the site. Pika also not watching. Gets caught out by Bit though. Concrete there to make sure that Jodeki doesn't go unpunished. Love him making an interesting approach onto the C site as the attackers are clearing out the B.
Innuendo will get Freaky Frank out on sites. Love him getting to pick on Concrete and CT and closing out the round, getting the kill on Jess and Garage. That was a bit of an odd round coming up from the defenders. They were so separated for the majority of that. Just none of them. It doesn't seem like they were playing together at all. And as we're coming to the eco, the eco round coming up from the Kittens, they will have the ISO ult, so it should be a free site take for them no matter what.
I mean,
We'll
it's a
see Kittens
question.
yeah.
I apologize. It's a question if they should use the ISO ult. They've got such heavy firepower advantage here. I'm wondering if they should wait until it might be of a more tactical advantage to use.
Well, they're probably not going to use it now. They've heard all the people in mid, all that util used, so now they're just going to try to take this A site and get in a good post plant positions. Realm by himself up in the spike, hearing all this util. You're going to see Kins all walking up into the flank.
I like the concept of this mass flank. I don't like that we didn't smoke off that turret to allow a more stealthy approach. But there we
Realm
go.
will be picking out Judeki though.
Love that shot. Frank is there to keep the numbers high. Grabs two. Love him with one of their own. Gets traded out by Jess, but Paleo is there, making sure that kill does not go unpunished. And the Taco's up 4-0 right now. I believe that's going to be as we head into our clear comms round. Let's see what Taco. They're probably feeling the vibes right now, I assume.
The game.
All right. I'll take a check and buy you, Grant.
No.
Also, we need to win this game because I'm trying to go watch the Alabama game. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, they're getting smoked. You know that, right?
Oh no, these kids are about to get dusted. I'm so locked in right
it's
now.
already over.
My face is on
It's
the screen.
over.
Yeah, no, it's happening.
Wait, let's go see fast.
I'm a Georgia fan.
We
but
walk
I'm
through?
30-7.
Oh, fucking roll tide. I'm so sorry about what's about to happen.
It's already over. It's 30-7.
Oh, I know what's up. I just had to let you know.
Yeah.
Trying to be nice. Oh hell no. Ah.
Why did we breach flash? Hey, nah, good shit, man. Right here.
Got that watching garage. Watch our flank, bro. Not gonna cap.
The high low.
I'm gonna peek the shit.
Damn. One garage.
Fuck. Oh.
Garage CT. Garage and CT. Garage and CT. And flank. Garage CT.
Oh my
flank.
god. My fault. Clove vault. Play time.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yo, wrong way.
They're gonna be on it.
I think I know 20. What did we breach when we won?
Oh my god, it's Clove vault.
I thought the guy was still.
Win, bro.
Oh
you
my
got
god.
I thought the guy was.
That
I
guy.
thought there was still someone at the CT.
No.
Yeah, that's not CT.
Maybe having a little bit too much fun there with the comms.
The global almost spelled disaster there. Only 0.42 seconds of that bomb. They were so focused on trying to get to that football game that they didn't get the proper trades out near CT. As we come to this round, looks like they want to go for a fast C execute. Get that KJ ult up on getting that orb.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of now that we've got an equal buy here. Love him with the ISO ult is going to be pretty influential here. Just guaranteeing that the Killjoy utility is going to fall. Absolutely grabs a Sejuendo for that. And the duel ends immediately.
Yeah, Jodeki pushing up into garage, gets one, gets two. Gets traded out by Realm though. But the value's already been gone. Jess lurking up in the garage behind him. Gets spotted by Bits. Freaking Frank trying to hunt out Realm here. Does get the kill. Gets another onto Jess. What a great round from Tacos.
What a set of individual plays from lots of members of the team here. Jodeki with that 2K out of garage. Freaky Frank, of course, grabbing really strong timings there. And love him with what a well-placed, well-timed ultimate.
Now, speaking of ultimates, Tacos has their KJ ultimate this round. They're already pinging for the the supers play. So we're gonna assume that we're gonna see a KJ ult here. We will see Jess try to go and fight for this. See how they perform.
I quite like this idea here. We're on an economic disadvantage, but unfortunately we don't get any value for it.
Yep, there we go. We see the KJ ult come out. Freaky Frank doing a bit of a teleport play. Already behind them, gets one, but gets traded out by Love Him. Window does get a pick on the Love Him, who tries to get a bit too aggressive. It's 3v3 here.
I mean, with the Sejuendo with a lockdown of their own, they do have some options for this round. They're not entirely broke. And absolutely, that lockdown's going to come out, forcing some kind of reaction from the attacking side. Lemon is going to grab one. Freaky Frank with the lurk is going to destroy the lockdown, making this a 2 versus 1. Pika all alone on site, needing to defuse this fight.
That lurk from Freaky Frank was so perfect. They recognized that a Sejuendo had their ultimate, so they had Freaky just lurk up all the way to their spawn and break it for their post plant. Just again a great round overall. As we come into this one, we're just hoping to see more of the same. Looks like they're going to try to go for another C execute.
Yeah, I mean, Taco seems to have really found a strong footing here in map 2. They are taking no prisoners at no point in any time.
Yeah, they just seem so strong here. With seeing that stun come out from Bits. Just looks like they're trying to play full retake on C.
Yeah, that recon bolt's going to spot a lot of the attacking side here, but we're not going to get any kills for it. Scratch that. Pika through the smoke, grabs Jadeki, and Love Him is there trying to fight back and make sure that doesn't go unpunished. With the Hunter's Fury, swings through. Love Him is able to grab Pika.
The confidence concrete, killing out Bits. Getting another kill on Paleo. But gets traded by Freaky. Love Him all by himself in Garage here.
And Realm has disconnected. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off for him.
Yeah. And they just gotta go hunt him down now. They don't know that he's disconnected. There's a paranoid of all the options, but he's just sitting here in cubby.
Well, certainly calling P10 mid-round is going to indicate that there was a disconnect of some kind from Realm.
Oh, they did. Yeah. After going for the wild goose chase. Oh, Realm reconnected.
Oh, let's see if we can get some value out of this here. We do catch Freaky Frank off guard here. Not gonna need a pause, but Love Him is gonna grab the 3K and win the round for Tacos.
Yeah, just despite the Realm DC, it just was a good overall round from Tacos. Love Him trying to punish that Sova ult to get the advantage back to their team after losing 2. Just great play. Love Him is definitely feeling it today. He already has his ISO back already. Probably gonna see it here on the seaside hit again.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not broken, don't fix it. That ISO ult won them the round for sure, dragging all of that Killjoy utility away. And exactly like you said, that fast C hit's going to be triggered here. We've seen 4, and now we're going to see the 5th player. Freaky Frank ulting onto the backside does get punished by Concrete, but the numbers even up very, very quickly.
Concrete by himself backside will take some damage. Paleo killing out Jess in Garage. Realm with a beautiful flash to try to get one. Gets traded out by Paleo though.
I mean, what amazing rounds here. Love Him getting that kill onto Concrete while nearsighted, by the way.
Just good round from Taco. Even with a bit of a luck on that second to last kill there. Just their side executes are so strong. Gins just can't seem to either hold the side or play for retake properly. And they're stuck again on yet another. Looks like they're trying to force here. They force the second round in a row.
I mean, I won't lie, I'm a little hungry for Tacos right now. They're doing so well.
We'll see the A executes. Realm spotted. We'll keep out. Paleo gets a kill onto Jess on window.
Strong opening pick, and Jodeki there to pick off the mid push up. But Pika there, pushing up by themselves, does catch one, traded out almost instantly. And Paleo on for the 3K. Realm is forced again in a 1 versus 3 situation.
Interesting decision to use their ultimate to TP to C site. The enemies will have no idea where they are now, but they're in such good post plant positions that I don't think that'll matter at this point.
I mean, this is what we really like to see, though. Like, being able to play off of each other effectively, like I said, that's what's going to win these games. And right now, Team Tacos has that in spades. Look at that breach utility immediately as a reaction to the turret.
Well, managed to get the first of 3, but they're in such a good crossfire. He'll have a miracle needed for him to win this.
Ooh, that supporting smoke from Concrete beyond the grave, but Paleo is there holding the angle for the 4K. 9-1 favoring Team Tacos.
Again, just such a great round, recognizing that the enemies are on like a eco, just waiting, chilling outside of window, wait for them to push up. Got them to 3 free kills essentially. As we see, they have the KJ ultimate again. Seems like they're pinging the sewer spots again. Seems like they wanted to use it here. Just do it like they did before. Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Look, some really strong strategies here from Team Tacos. They should be quite proud of what they put together here. Just get some chip damage off early round. Oh, but dies through the smoke from Love Him. Check Love Him PC.
Rum getting 1 in the smoke. Gets 2. Gets turned out by Paleo though. Concrete with a supporting fire. That's why Jess gets Jodeki. Will be able to break the KJ lockdown. They get shot in the back from Frank.
It does fall down. Now in a 2 versus 1. Or Freaky Frank in a 1 versus 2, excuse me, with Spike. On for a second round here. Knocking on wood for Admirable Kittens. Surely by now they must be aware that Frank has left the A site.
Yeah. It's gonna be a really tough 1v2. They still have Pika still has a drone. They both will have guns. Well, Sendiwato choosing not to pick one up keeps the Bucky and opting for trying to get a good timing here. I would like to see Freaky get aggressive on this post plant. He needs to get 1 before they both can group up and use that drone.
I mean, that drone needs to come out here quickly. Freaky Frank inside the smoke. This is such an aggressive position and preparing to capitalize on it. Grabs 1 in the drone still. Pika goes down for the 4K.
Such good intuition to know that they were, like, the drone itself will be blinded so they won't be able to see him coming out of the smoke. Just good plays overall. He got aggressive like he needed to. He got the drop on them.
I mean, I'm left to be a little bit speechless here. I won't lie to you. This is some really solid play here coming out of Tacos. Not to diminish Kitten's defensive strategies at all, but that double duelist aggression behind the breach utility is so hard to deal with when played correctly.
Yeah, and we're gonna see it here. They're just going for a super fast B execute. Concrete not being able to kill any of them. Love him getting the pick. I tell you what, they're coming out of garage though. Gets taken out by the ISO.
That ISO ultimate, such a solid round changer. But here we go, back onto the 2 versus 2. Pika and Realm are there trying to put something together. This time Spots bit out, trying for the aftershock. Doesn't fall to it though. And we're investing the Rolling Thunder to guarantee this round for us. Realm left alone on site.
Breach still has so much util to use for this post plant. It's gonna be so. Realm needs a miracle to happen for him to be able to get this bomb. It looks like that miracle's not gonna be given. The Freaky Frank coming out of the smoke to get the kill.
I mean, at the half, 11-1 favoring Tacos. We're gonna jump in to see Admirable Kittens clear comms here. Exactly see what's going on through their heads right now. Let's see if their morale's staying high.
I mean, if you want to default, I mean, at this point, I just kind of want to say fuck it and run it down the site.
Just run it down.
You want to run it down C? I'm so fucking down to just run it down C.
Sure. Run it down
Smash
C.
these stupid guys in the throat and just see what
Player
fucking
comms
happens.
is in our channel.
Yeah, I know. You just gotta get some
all good.
anger out. I will dart for long. And then drone in if
What are
necessary.
you smoking?
I'm smoking inside, and then I'm smoke CT. Can you get
Garage?
Yeah. I can't even smoke that. Hold on, I
There's a
just have
stone.
inside.
One there. Yeah, fuck. Get bombed on if possible. I'm gonna play from main.
Careful, smoke. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll watch
behind.
flank. I'm tucking cubby. I'm tucking in cubby.
I'm playing inside. I don't have a smoke. Can you smoke
Grass.
anything? Okay, you're
I'm in-
stuck. Yeah,
I'm
you're
in
in a
flank.
bad spot.
I'm hold on, watch this. Yeah.
One more CT.
120 on KJ. Who
What
the
the
fuck buys
fuck?
armor as KJ? What? That is okay.
Well, and you clear that with the omen smoke, man. I guess we're just forced. Fuck it, Stinger.
Morale falling, I think, a little bit low here coming into this last round, which is understandable entirely.
Yeah, it seems like Pika is trying to keep the team together, but it just isn't. It's just the confidence isn't there anymore. Tigers has utterly obliterated any sort of like determination that Kittens had.
I mean, it's hard because once you get to this point, you have to either accept the fact that you're this far down, you might not likely win, or you have to blind positivity and just do everything you can to win the rounds that you can, and that's what I would always recommend.
Yeah, and as you see here with Love King, he's just running up and gets two with Jodeki getting us covering fire for him. Concrete and Jess will get the trades on both of them though.
Oh, Freaky Frank there, pushing down short with a stinger, is going to clean up. 13-1. That is the series going to Tacos.
Kitten's defense and just was honestly an impressive performance coming out from them.
They definitely did their homework when it came to Haven. So GG's to all of the teams involved, of course, but we are going to say it now: crowned Minipeel champions. Let's blaze (parentheses tacos).
Yeah, congrats to them. They definitely deserved it, especially how well they performed today and yesterday. They were just doing so well, especially from coming from losers bracket.
Oh, did they now? That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they came from losers, if I remember correctly.
That is absolutely intense. Love to see that stuff.
Yeah. Perfect example of never give up, even if you go to losers. You can still win these matches just over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they did their homework. They went down to the lower bracket and they decided that they didn't want to lose. They just did everything they could and put in as much work as they could. And of course,
they needed to watch that Alabama football, man.
look, you gotta go watch the game. But of course, at the same time, to Admirable Kittens for making it all the way to the grand finals is a feat in and of itself. That puts you among the top. So this is not at all a performance to feel sad about in any way. Of course, the Minipeel is going to be a community event. Everyone's having a good time. But if you really care about that competitive level to it, it's important to remember that you got there for a reason. And everybody is going to have a game that they lose. Everybody has games that they win. You still put down an amazing performance.
Yeah, all of the members of Kittens and Tacos, I would like to see both teams participate in this next upcoming Underpeel season, which, by the way, is happening starting mid October. Like, I can easily see both members of each team just all thriving within the ecosystem of Underpeel, especially during like the longer season where they have that time to build up their skills and build up the teamwork that they need to succeed.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see how these players continue to thrive within our community. Once again, just amazingly well played match.
Yeah, just congratulations to both teams for making it here. And again, congratulations to Tacos for being able to win it all. Just a fantastic tournament. And I would love to see the Minipeel come back after the Underpeel season's over.
Absolutely. Is there any opportunity that we have potentially for an interview, perhaps with Tacos team captain Freaky Frank? just to check and see, because obviously we'd love to talk to them and understand exactly what was going through their head heading into today and the entire tournament.
Yeah, clearly their team was just playing for fun. Like, we don't normally we don't see comms that are that. I don't know how to phrase it. Carefree, so loose. Like, and despite the, the aloofness of their comms, they were still locked in. They were still giving out all the information that they needed, especially in those pre-rounds.
Yeah, I mean, fun is just going to win every single time. There's a level of mindset, that mental capability to just enjoy the game that you're playing, which is going to allow for clarity in what may or may not be the right decision. But I do believe we'll be having an interview coming in here soon with the captain of Team Tacos, Freaky Frank.
As we work out some technical difficulties here with the getting the audio out from our captain. Just again, just the definition of fun for these teams, just winning it all. Like last season, who was it? Optimistic, getting so far and getting into the season, just winning so much, and yet despite never screaming, just being a completely for fun team.
Optimistic. Going up against, they had some really solid ideas that took some time and effort to work against.
Yeah, and like I believe my team actually lost to them during the first kickoff, during the court. Yeah, the what was it? Yeah, like the first kickoff, we lost to them
Yeah,
0-1.
I think it was the first weekend tournament that we won. We saw we were going up against them, and we truly, like, a little bit of fear in the hearts. We had to make sure that we did every last bit of our homework that we possibly could.
All right, seems like we will have the captain of Tacos here.
Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
They can stream hear you. Yes, they can.
All right, bet.
Hello to Freaky Frank. Congratulations on your victory.
Thanks. It was a pretty good game, I think. We're having a lot of fun.
So I have a very important question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Did you enjoy the Alabama football game?
I know my teammates. One of them's an Alabama fan, the other one's a Georgia fan. So I think he was having, he was not ready that they're losing really badly right now. But I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah, it seems
we'll
like your guys.
We'll have to keep tabs on that.
Yeah, it seems like your team was just having a lot of fun, like during the every time he saw you guys in the clear comms rounds. When coming into this tournament, what was your guys' like thought process? Were you guys just trying to go in for fun, just for just for the fun of it, or were you like actively trying to win it all?
It was a bit of fun and a bit of winning it all. I mean, it was more for fun, but yeah, it was like we got a loser bracket unluckily because our game one, we had one of our teammates, he had like technical problems, so we had a 4v5 game one. I mean, we took an OT, but it was close. But other than that, we just wanted to have fun, and then I mean, you guys could hear from the comms. But if stuff got close, like I remember our lower bracket final, it got kind of close on defense, and I had a way to like lower it down and lock in to win up the game.
It's a really, really solid mindset to have. I really respect that. I guess my main question is heading into Sunset, right? Obviously, your team had an amazing match. I believe it was 13-2 previous to the grand final. And when the map bans came in, you knew you were going against Admirable Kittens, who had just as solid a game on their Sunset. How much preparation or how much team coordination did you guys practice or talk about leading into the tournament or even leading into the grand finals? How much did you guys work to make the team work as well as possible?
Okay, so when we were going to get into Sunset, I watched a bit of the live stream when our game finished, and I was watching you guys the ends of the match, and basically our main plan, because like on defense, we were just watching Concrete just run out and kill everyone. So our main, like when we were gonna get on attack, I mean we couldn't play that many rounds, but we were trying to play off that. But I think Concrete wasn't having the best of games, which was unlucky because like I feel like our like my main thing was going in this game was like Concrete was like their big ace because I was looking at his match history. He drops like 30 bombs every game of this tournament so far. So I was just trying to prep against him, and like if we were going to be on attack, we were just prepping into defending, like seeing where he's coming from, and then just fighting him, and then that side should be empty because that's what they were playing. Oh, sorry. Where she was playing. Sorry.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was basically our game plan.
I get that. That's actually I really like that idea. Um, I'll have another question, and then I'll give Zon another question. But I wanted to ask. Obviously, winning a tournament is a really great feeling. Out of all of the tournament that you've had, or even within the in-house that we've had, what would you say is your favorite moment that you've had as a member of the Underpeel?
I'd say our best moment was when we were in grand finals, and then you guys we didn't know about the comms, the clear comms. So you guys first joined it, and then we didn't know it was coming in, and my friend thought it was like spyware, and we all started laughing. And it was low-key that round was like, I don't even know how we won because it was just the comms were just us laughing because we didn't know what like joined the call. So we were very confused.
I get that. That's actually thinking about that. That's a really funny moment.
That was funny to watch. You guys were so confused. All right. So I guess my obviously you guys are pretty dominant in both games, but like the performance coming out from Love Him, do you think that brought you guys a level of confidence that you might not normally have had? Especially because
Yeah,
he had such a good game.
I like the last like our first game lower bracket. He had like a decent performance. It was like average, but then I don't know. Coming in grand final, something just clicked, and he was just like that round on Haven, first round. He got that 4K, and I just felt the momentum just kicked in. I don't know where that came from. He just got that 4K, and I just felt like after that 4K, I was like, this game feels over.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a weird feeling, but when your teammates are doing so well, it just brings confidence in the entire team and just makes you feel like you're playing even better than normal.
Yeah, like I think our closest game was definitely losers final, and it was like a bit close because yeah, there wasn't really we were struggling a little bit, and then it was like we got onto defense and we weren't like nobody was like stepping up, so then we just had to. I think I started stepping up a bit by the end, and we started winning. But I think after like I did one play for us to win a round, and then everyone else started stepping up. So it's just like one player needs to step up, and then everyone else gets a lot more confidence.
Yeah, it's a good feeling when you're able to bring up the team morale like that. Usually, like if you're able to do that, then it's a sign that your team is you have a good team, especially when you guys are starting to build off each other's I say confidence and like determination just to win.
Yeah.
With that, I think that's all of my questions done.
I think I'm satisfied as well. Congratulations again to both you and your team for your victory on the Minipeel tournament.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. It was a real well-deserved win.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, shout out Love Hime. He had a great performance, and also shout out Jodeci. He was keeping up the team morale, and on that last game on Jet, high impact kills coming out of him.
Love the shout outs for the teams. Thank you very much. All right. I think that's about everything we had on the docket, barring additional announcements that we have. But that should finish off the Minipeel 3 tournament.
Yeah, it was both days were just full action packed, just so much fun to watch, and the cast where all the games were like all of them are so good.
So much fun to watch. I mean, like realistically, right? You look at pro play and you're like, wow, these guys are so mechanically good at the game. You can have just as much fun watching from any level as long as you've got five players on a team that are actively trying to coordinate and have a good game. There's so much entertainment value to be found.
Yeah, just yeah, just being able to be here and experience that like the level of gameplay that we see here. It's just so, it is kind of a privilege, honestly, being able to experience it like this closely, and it's, especially if you're able to play in it, it's just it's completely different from anything you've ever done before.
Yeah, I mean,
Highly recommend.
as a perspective from a player, and I'm sure Zon would have the same to say, like being able to play with the same people consistently. I know within the Underpeel tournament, it was week after week. You've got 2 days of Valorant happening. It is something truly special where every week you can sit down at your computer and there's just nothing else in the world happening than just playing a game with your team, and that team ends up very quickly becoming very close to you as well. Um, it's unlike anything that you could find, uh, unlike anything else that you could find on the internet or in gaming in general.
Yeah, and spending so much time just playing a game that I like, you like most people love, in this setting where you can just sit there and like fully blossom your skills. It's definitely a unique scenario to be in, and it's just s- I would never replace it. Really, it's just so much fun and just such a good way to make friends too.
Yeah, it's been absolutely amazing from top to bottom. And with that, none of that content would be possible, would be viewable without the work from the people behind the scenes, such as our lead organizer in Teradus, who's been on this tournament since it began. We've got observers on staff such as Bike and Trevor, as well as Rose, I believe. And of course, all of the different panels of casters that we've had throughout the weekend. Absolutely amazing group of people to listen to. There was not a single match that I heard that I didn't have fun listening to the casters' reactions just as much as the gameplay.
Yeah, there's just so, so much going into all these tournaments, and again, thank you to the entire Underpeel team for just organizing all this, giving us the opportunity to just witness such good coordinated team play.
I think with that said, is there anything else that we have left to say, Zon?
Um, that is, yeah, one more announcement. Shout out to the Plat Below in-houses. They have been popping a lot recently, and
True.
if you are Plat Below and you want to like work on your skills or just be in that environment, maybe make your own mini peel team when we get to have it back. It's just the perfect place to be. You won't have the pressures of having to face a high or elo player. You'll be able to just cultivate your own skills, and they're just generally fun. When I used to play them, when I was like in that bracket, probably some of my favorite games.
I wholeheartedly agree. I had a similar experience. I think my first in-house that I played was a Plat and Below in-house. And it's such a unique environment, such a really cool place to be. We talked about it before as the game was booting up, as we were working through those initial technical difficulties. But like talking about it that much is only because it just means that much. It's such a great place to be. It's such a great opportunity to have to get to play in those in-houses, and being able to do it specific to your rank so that you're playing within that bracket with people that also want to improve at the game and play as well as possible and communicate. It's unlike anything else you could do.
Yeah, and then again, I expect the in-houses to start popping the moment the stream ends. Actually, there's one playing right now.
There's one going on right now. So if you're interested and you're not already a member of the in-house community, highly recommend join in and start playing in-houses as soon as possible. They are so much fun.
Yeah, it's just so there is one more announcement for the rest of the viewers. If you are interested in trying out for production, whether it be casting or observing, we will have workshops every Thursday where we just observe and cast the in-houses that are going on. If you are interested, just I believe it is a channel called Production. Yeah, it's a channel called Production Prospects. Make a post there saying what you want to do, saying if you have whatever qualifications you have, and we'll give you a role for trial, or I think it's just a prospect role, and you'll be brought on to trial on, get practice, get advice for casting and observing. Even if you don't want to be a part of the main production crew, it's still a good experience. Yeah, yeah, there is no experience required, and you can gain that experience, especially if you want to bring that experience to another game like, I don't know, CS:GO or Rainbow Six Siege. It is just good value experience to get for free, and it's every Thursday, so there's gonna be a lot of in-houses going on. It's just good value, and it is a lot of fun to cast.
Yeah, it's I think the first time that I was ever introduced to the idea of casting was we had a community member who was just simply working on their observing. This was outside of the underpeel or any mini peel. They were just simply like practicing their observing. They were screen sharing it into a public voice channel, and people would join in and watch. And I'd come in, start casting, and it's always going to be a great time. Always a judgment free environment. Always just do what feels comfortable for you. Uh, I mean, Zon said it all. If you feel like you want to do it, gotta do it. It's such a fun experience.
Yeah, and yep, and like just one last thing, we saw it this weekend. We had a lot of trial production prospects on most of these games. I think almost every single one of them had one.
Absolutely.
And with that, that is all that I have for the rest of this. It was such a good tournament throughout this weekend, and I can't wait to see what people bring to the main Underpeel season 5 that's going to be happening soon.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I'm gonna be playing in that particular tournament, so I won't be casting as much as possible. But that tournament still exists because of the great people behind the scenes, as well as the amount of people that we have in the community to play. So one final shout out to all of the members of the Underpeel community, whether it's production or as a player or just a simple spectator. Thank you.
Yes, so thank you all for just being amazing people. Really, I wouldn't trade this community for anything. It's just such nice people and so much fun to be around.
And with that, I think we're about to say goodnight here. Thank you to everybody who's been watching. I just want to say take care. We'll see you as soon as we possibly can.
Yep. Thank you, Underpeel, and have a great night.